Hello, hello. How are we? Hello, Duck God. Hello, everybody. How are we all this fine Tuesday evening? Woke up at 12 in the afternoon yesterday. Been awake since. Did full voluntary shift today too. FM till 5 a.m. Go. Jesus Christ, Duck God. 12. So you've been up for 20, 31 hours? Sorry? Jesus Christ, Duck God, you need to get some sleep. Why are you here? Go to sleep. How are we all? How are we all? We are back with Llangefni in December again. I have time to play FM at the moment, so I'm playing FM. So we're not starting the season. We're midway through this new season. The last time we were here, we did finish the World Cup, and if you did not see, Paraguay beat Spain in extra time. Oh, it's not visible. But yeah, incredible. Can I get details? No. Yes, I can. If I go to Paraguay in LA, that was the final. Let's have a look. Schedule. World Cup final. Yes, Eduardo Salinas. To be fair, Paraguay were 2-0 up, and Spain brought it back 2-2 into 2061. Damn, man, you're flying. Fair play. How's your week been otherwise, apart from the lack of sleep? And how's people's weekends been? My Sunday was good. What did I do on Sunday? Honestly, don't remember. However, past 2 days, we've been doing a lot of cleaning and gardening in the place. The house is starting to look a lot nicer, closed on lots as well. She sort of cleaned the house inside this morning while I cut the grass and did some weeding this morning. So that's been fun. But yeah, so house is coming along nicely. But we'll see how things go. Oh yeah, I'm still waiting. Me and Chloe technically aren't married in Germany legally at the moment because our marriage certificate from Sweden wasn't valid for them. So we're figuring that out too. But maybe the third wedding is coming. Won 7 cups and into the UCL knockouts versus Udinese going to next season. Damn, fair play. Doing well. Wow. Hopefully goes well. Meanwhile, hello, Growin. How's it going, man? How are you? Meanwhile, of course, it was a new World Cup, so we've got new filters. So realistically, we can sign Turkish, Uruguayan, Norwegian, Algerian, Greek players. No big nations. However, that has not stopped us from doing all the the transfers. We have a stadium named after their owner. Oh wow. I wonder if we'll get that one day. But this is what the transfers look like. We did 2 big sales. Isaac Nunez and Rolofs, both to Barry. 20 million for Nunez, 10.5 for Rolofs. They were both getting old. They were both sort of unhappy with the game time they were getting. I thought it was probably time. Like, Nunez only played 12 times total last year. Nunez and Rolofs played 15. So it wasn't much. So they both got to Barry. Hello, Odd. Hello, how are you? How was your weekend and your stuff? Yeah, Rolof's not played much. Nunez, how much has he been playing? He's played a decent amount, but yeah. A bunch of sort of loan players also got sold elsewhere. But on the ins, we had a lot of ins this time round because it's a new structure. So, firstly, Felix Hoffler comes in from Blythe Spartans, an Austrian striker. Didn't find a loan for him, so that's why he's still here. Sotiris Kabaridis, Greek winger, joins from Heaston Zolder, a Belgian team, interestingly. Right winger out on loan at Cesena. Josu Chavari from Porto, who's Peruvian. He's out on loan at Albacete at the moment, our former affiliates. Ajax almost secured the title. Hey, nice. Do they have to, was it one more win for them? Jamie Magana from Chile joined. He's on Huesca. Got him from Colo actually. Second Kikula? I don't know. However, he is a Turkish striker. Did actually get a work permit, I think. But he's out on loan. So we'll see how he does. Hopefully he can keep playing there. He's doing very well there actually at the moment. Pedro Saavedra joined from LA Galaxy. He's out on loan Gruger Firth. He's a Uruguayan striker in the national team, but no work permit. So I'll ask for another one, seeing as he got some more caps now. Omar Barone joins from Danubio. Uruguayan centre mid, off to Kukuriki. My goalkeeper got a hat-trick on the other game. Was he on pens or free kicks? Rezul Turkmen from Galatasaray. Got caps for Turkey already and didn't need a work permit, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Missed a pen too, Jesus Christ. But got him. Ismail Ben from Danubio, on 21-year-old Uruguayan striker, out on loan at Racing. Kazim Durmus from Fenerbahce, on loan in Serbia. Looks very good. 23-year-old centre mid from Turkey. There's a lot of this. A lot of Kukuriki and Serbian loans. 7 points in 15 games. That's probably because PSV have FC Twente final and Sparta away. Oh, wow. Okay, not too bad then. Probably in the bag unless you ultimately collapse. Also, Sadar Iskanoglu. A 20-year-old Turkish centre-back on loan at Serbia. Juan Castro from Wanderers on loan in Serbia as well. 20-year-old Uruguayan striker. Ersan Kellers from Antalyaspor. Didn't need a work permit, so he's here, just chilling. Stefan Vuj from Red Star, a Serbian left-back, right-back, because we did sell left-backs and right-backs, so he's pretty decent. Got lots of good attributes. 21 years old. Serbian international as well. Aldo Goncalves on loan in Serbia, another Uruguayan striker. Mauricio Saralagui on loan at Serbia, 18-year-old Uruguayan DM. Raul Rojas from Universidad de Chile, a Chilean DM on loan in Serbia. Marcelo Agape, French, he's finally joining. 7 points in 5 games. 7 points in 15 is what I understood from that, yeah. And then Rami Lachares has also joined, a French centre-back. So we've had, there's been a lot of Uruguayan and Turkish, which is the problem that none of them have work permits. So we just don't get to see most of them. But a few of them didn't need them. But here we go. This is how the season started. It's been perfect so far. We're also 14 games unbeaten. Nice. 13-1 out of them. Impressive. We smashed Anderlecht 5-0 in the European Super Cup. Guida, Cesades won 1v4. Marcus Gordon. 4-0 Haverford-West. 4-0 Goitra. We have a few players back from loan like Bilal Hubain, Chus Garmendia, etc., etc. 4-3 versus Barry. We were 4-0 up in this game. The new tactic, it is a bit of an interesting one. Basically, I'll show you it. Here it is. It is 4-1-4-1 DM asymmetric, I think it's called. We did play this the other direction. So with like a left mid and a right attacking mid. So it's basically mirrored. We have lots of attack, no defense. It's very, very light on defense. Which you will see throughout this. As they got 3 goals back in that game. 5-1 versus Haverford-West, which is nice. 2-1 versus Penny Bont. 5-1 versus Zenit. 5-2 versus Port Talbot. One of the most ridiculous games I've ever seen. 7-6 versus Barry. I think in this game we were 4-1 up at one point. And then went to... oh, goodness me. 1-2... I think it was 5-5 at full time. They scored in the 93rd minute. So they went 1-0 up. Then Cesades, Garmendia, Jairo, and Garmendia again made it 4-1. De Fiore makes it 4-2. Then Ancor's double makes it 4-4. John Wynn, what I thought was the winner, 5-4, 81st minute. Jose Luis Velasquez, 5-5, 93rd minute. 2 minutes of added time, actually, by the way. And then in the extra time, Espinosa, Cesades make it 7-5, and then they score in the 118th minute, and I go, holy fucking shit. But we win. Just ridiculous game, honestly. Just no defense going on there. 3-1 versus Lido. 4-0 Botev, 3-0 through the usual stuff, 2-0 Ridmuin. 5-0 Feyenoord in the Champions League. Bangor City, 5-2. Carmarthen, 6-0. Feyenoord, 3-0, 3-0. Lido 3-2 in the Premier League Cup semi-final. How are you still doing this save and not be bored? Hello, Kicho B. How are you? Well, I break it. I'm going for the record. That's one. I also like just seeing what happens. You know, being 300 plus years in, seeing what happens every year. Like Paraguay have just won the World Cup. We got to do that on the weekend. That was quite fun. And also the fact that I add lots of little challenges, you know. So we're changing formations every season. And we're every 4 years we change who we're allowed to sign, etc., etc. So you kind of make little mini challenges throughout, you know. And I change clubs every 70 years to try and get a 100,000 seat stadium, etc., etc. So it's like building up the new club. 3-0 Haverfordwest, 3-0 Zenit to finish not to finish the Champions League group, but 3-0 there. 2-0 Goitra, 2-0 ABBA, 3-1 Barry, 3-2 Botev to finish the group. And then we've just beaten Alger 5-1 in the Club World Cup. So, looking at the league, 14 wins from 14, perfect so far. Lots of goals conceded though. We're not great defensively in this one. I'll tell you that right now. But everybody else is having a pretty poor one. Pennybont are our closest rivals, 8 points behind them. We have a game in hand on them. Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's just one of those ones, you know, like Man United haven't been in the Prem for 100+ years. It's nice, it's cool. Just go, like, I just break it into, like, I start the season. I want to get to what do I want to get to normally? I normally want to get to like international breaks just to see what happens for qualifiers, etc. And then it's Ballon d'Or, and then it's youth intake, end of season transfers, and then it starts again, you know. And you can just keep going in that sort of thing. And we change the formation every year at the moment, and we're looking at like we have a major tournament every 2 years if you watch along. So that's a lot of fun to go through. So it's kind of just keeping yourself like little mini stuff. And we've just got our second stadium with our 6th club. And we basically have another 30 years here, and then we're off to a new club, which we've got to build up again in Wales. So it's a lot of, it's just, you know, and just seeing all the weird shit happening, you know. But yeah, Carmarthen having a pretty poor time in the league. They didn't know doing well. Bangor City promoted, having a stellar time, 16 points. They're only 3 points off relegation. However, sitting in 7th, it kind of shows how close everyone is. Aberystwyth, very poor from them. Haverfordwest not great either. Maybe this is the start of the demise of Man United IRL. Maybe. To be honest, I would be hard pressed to see that something happens to them this bad. I'll show you what's gone on with Man United in this save. It is genuinely insane. Let's go through. Hold on, it takes a while to load clubs because, you know, having 300 years worth of history, it does take a while to load. By the way, Josh Corbett and Barry Daly both scoring very well for Barry. Probably keeping them alive at the moment. But right, Leeds still unplayed. But I don't know. We haven't checked on them in 5 to 6 years. Here's Man United, currently in League One. We always check on these guys, but basically they were one of the most dominant teams in the league. You know, in the Premier League, they had this dominant era. Hello, Nizzy. Hello, how are you? Like Pavel. And then they dropped to the Championship a little bit for like 10 years, back up to the Prem, dominate again for like 20 years. And then basically a couple of drops here, and then 22-26 get relegated. Championship down to League One, Championship sort of bouncing back and forth. Then we're going a few more times into League One, a few more, even to League Two at some points, back up to the Championship, and we've just never come back. Very funny that it could get worse for United fans. They have like an average attendance of like 9,000 or something. Still in Old Trafford, they're a 2-star rep team. Like they genuinely have, like it's not recoverable. Like, you know, when the big clubs go down, they normally jump back up straight away. It's just not recoverable for them. They are not a big club anymore. It's ridiculous. They're predicted 14th this season in League One. Hilarious. Basic youth, basic training, good corporate, I guess. But it is just ridiculous. But yeah, there is that. So that's the league. Champions League, we haven't done our draw yet. We're about to do the draw. But we did top our group, which is the important thing, over Feyenoord. Elsewhere, Barry topped the group over Madrid, which was good. Lido drop out in the Champions League to Club Brugge, which is frustrating. Also, hello. Yes, I'm doing well. How was your weekend and start of your week, Nizzy? Mine's been good. I was doing gardening today. 9,000 fans in Old Trafford. That's hilarious. I think that's one of the reasons why they're stuck the way they are, is because, like, can I find them again? Where are they? Because they have such a big stadium. They have such high operating costs. So, like, if we go records, we go attendances. Like, their average attendance is like, 9,000, 10,000. But they're still in a 96,000 seater stadium. So I think the operating costs of the Old Trafford is so big, it basically holds them back in League One because they don't have the fans or the revenue to to get back up there again. Like, look at if we look at their players, their highest value players 275k, and their highest paid players on £1,600 a week. It's crazy. Like, but yeah, there's the Champions League. Whatever else. Galatasaray Anderlecht went through. CSK, Inter, Sporting Sociedad, Penybont gets through, which is good. Europa League, Port Talbot get through second. Gosport drop out in third there. I think, yeah, Aberystwyth, absolutely shocking from them. Didn't win a game in the Europa League. Three draws, 3 losses. Drew with Victoria Pleasant twice. Crazy. Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably part of it. Yeah, that's how that is looking. I'll tell you in the other leagues. Fuck the weekend. Fuck Spurs. Fuck F1. Why? What's bad with F1? F1 I thought was pretty decent. I thought the F1, it was the best best race of the season. So I know there wasn't a fight for the lead, but there was some interesting actual overtakes. The safety car did fuck Ferrari, but, you know, I'm tired. Hello, FMX. That's 23:58. I can see how this is. Exactly. It's one of those ones where, like, so many different things happening. I'll show you the leagues to show what's going on. So, Sociedad, Barca, Osasuna up there. Oh, very tight at the top of the Spanish league. This is what it currently is. Sociedad have been dominating. Real Madrid have kind of come back in the past couple of years. But that's La Liga. Serie A, Inter Milan, 7 points clear. Their dominance is still continuing. But as you can see, we've got very odd teams in Serie A, you know. We're in a bit of a weird period where lots of teams are dominating. Monaco top at the moment, 11 points clear. Wow, okay. Lille not defending their championship this year. Okay. Then we have German First Division. Bayern still not back at the top. They finished 6th last year, which was their worst in a long time. Paderborn going for the three-peat though. And then the Premier League, of course, West Ham on top again. They are dominant at the moment. 9 points clear of Arsenal. Plymouth are not doing well. Goodness. Gosport. Okay. Yeah, this is what the Premier League's probably the most interesting one. You know, we've got Hampton and Richmond up here. Gosport, FC United of Manchester, which is absolutely hilarious. We got Plymouth, of course, Notts County, Chesterfield, Championship. Chelsea in the playoffs, currently Newcastle in the promotion. Tottenham still sitting outside the playoffs. Newport County doing well. Okay. Then League One, Man United, they're sitting 12th. Okay. Everton 22nd. League Two, anything going on? Swindon, Portsmouth, Conference, Wolves, Lincoln in administration. Conference North. Doncaster won like 20 Premier Leagues. They're still in the Conference North currently. I haven't seen Leeds. Villa are down here too. And then Conference South. Oh yeah, I can see from the earlier chat, you need to step back from late night morning FM sessions. You didn't. Oh, we witnessed a like insane drop from PSG. Yeah, Leeds still in the Northern Premier at the moment. They have completely fallen out of the league's half-star rep. The last time they were here was 37-38, which was 20 years ago. But PSG, they were really funny actually because they went bankrupt. How many hours do you have on the game? 16,000, I think, is the Steam. I think I broke 16,000 recently on Steam. 16,400 actually. So I broke it a while ago. But in this game, I've got many hours. It's 10 years old now, over 10 years old. So it's why it is. But yeah, PSG they got relegated back here, 23, 39, 40. It's hard to show it in a way, but PSG, where was it? 20? Was it here? Yes, they finished with the record low points, goals scored, record high goals against ever in League. They had 8 points. And why did this happen? Sorry, my alarm's going off. Why did this happen? They went completely bankrupt and it basically had youth players out. Just like, we get to transfers, was it 23, 13, was it 39, 40? They basically just let everyone go on free. They had no one that they couldn't pay any wages. They just had no one. It was insane. But they're back up at the top of League One-ish. You know, they're 10th at the moment. They've kind of not really recovered, but they've won a good few. But the French league's quite diverse. You know, there's a few wins there. But yeah, that is that. Anything else going on squad wise? This is the Club World Cup squad. I can show you everybody else as well, but it's not been the high scoring what we've seen before. So Sada's on 16, Signs on 9. You know, we've had a bit of slowdown in goals. Huabain's here. He's done pretty well actually. He's very good Moroccan striker. We're a bit bloated though. Garmendia as well, been doing all right out left wing mostly. Biscan's here, Vezka's here. We got a bunch of players that are back from loans. You know, Turkman's doing well. Van Dale has been very coveted by players. Fucking Baldur's Gate 3 update today. 142 gigs. Holy shit! What is in that update? My God. Right, let's actually go ahead then. Let's do the first knockout and draw today. So, we are in the top group. We can get one of Anderlecht, Club Brugge, Inter, Real Madrid, West Ham, or Sociedad. So, not many options. So, let's go. Penny Bont come out first. Can't get them. They go to Sporting. Inter Milan. We could get them. They go to Barry. Oh, that's a big match. That's a big match. Okay, Club Brugge. I'd love Club Brugge. I love it. I love it. You can tell because I press the button. It takes a while to load because it's sorting the fixtures out. New classes apparently in photo. Oh, wow. Bloody hell. Jesus. So we get Club Brugge, Real Madrid, Monaco, Anderlecht, Benfica, West Ham, Metz, Feyenoord, CSKA, and Sociedad Galatasaray. Okay, nice. Now let's move on. What's up, bro? Greetings from FC Salgueiros fan. Hello, Pedro. Hello. I did my Salgueiros save in FM21. Won the Champions League with them. It was a lot of fun. I hope you're well. You join us in 23:58. We're about to hit 23:59 though. So good. Right. Let's continue then. Anything else going on in the save at the moment? I don't think so. We're just obviously after the World Cup now, so Nations League on the international breaks right now. There's no qualifying yet for the Euros. I don't even know where the next Euros is. I think it's Austria, Ukraine. European Football Championship. Ukraine, Poland, not Austria. Ukraine. Austria, Switzerland, is it? What's the next World Cup? Japan, okay. You seem more lively today. Saturday you looked and sounded tired a bit, looking refreshed today. That's where I know that's where I found it. Ah, Pedro, okay, nice. Signs set to stay. Good, I can give him a new contract. Bro's 1 year and 303 days on FM. Yeah, I do. Well, as you see, 512 days in this save alone. I'm multiple, yeah, you know, and we're coming up to 2 years soon. 670, you know. 607, 365. No. 600. 720. Okay. Right. Let's give Signs a new contract. Nice. Saturday, I don't know why. Maybe I've just caught some sun. It's been very nice and warm today. Over the weekend. Was it Saturday? What would I do Saturday? I don't know. Maybe I was just a bit tired Saturday. I felt tired today, honestly. I felt very tired today. I had a very busy morning. I cut all the grass. I did weeding. I was out in the sun. I've definitely caught some sun. I'm a bit hot. And I've caught some the past couple of days because I'm like, I'll just be outside for a little bit. And I don't realize that my body has not been used to this much sun for 4 years. Last time I asked you where they were in that save, you showed me they were in the fourth. Ah, yes, Pedro, I remember now. I remember it. Sorry, it's been a while. It has been a while. I've moved countries. There's been a lot going on. What do we say? 08? Yeah, still national championship in this save, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't have the Portuguese leagues open, you know? But how have you been, man? How have you been? Hopefully, you're doing well. Right. Yeah. But yeah, why fuck the F1, is he? I thought the F1 was pretty... Yeah, that's what we watched on Sunday. We actually got to watch a live race, which is nice. I thought the race was definitely... It was, a market improvement. Even though Piastri, there was no fight for the lead and stuff. A marketed improvement from previous ones. So hopefully Saudi Arabia is better. But I don't think so. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't even know what time it is this time. Let's have a look. When is F1on.com? days, 23 hours. That means it's probably 7 o'clock. Okay. And then quali's at 7 o'clock. Okay. Well, my time at least. Barry win, Aber win. Okay. Oshley, Barry. Okay, cool. Got some games to make up tonight because obviously the Club World Cup. But we have Boca in the final, which is a tough one. So we'll see how this tactic goes. This is probably then the weakest tactic we've had in about 4 or 5 years. So, you know, I was just bored. Like, it was an improvement, yeah, but it was like boring. Like, the takeovers were pretty much all shown on replay. To be honest, the TV direction has been fucking shocking as of late. I don't know what's been going on back there, but they are just not anywhere near on thingamajig. I don't know what's going on with it. It's ridiculous. But I thought like we actually had strategy. Like, there were overtakes. That's what I was like. The big thing was like there was actually overtakes and like some strategy was working. And the safety car did kill it a bit because I was really interested to see what Ferrari did, because obviously they were looking to go to softs right at the end, but the safety car kind of took all the nuance out. Well, there was different strategies, I guess, even with the things, but it just screwed Ferrari and gifted Norris a podium. You know, he had a shocker. But I still understand. Yeah, there was no fucking. He was just Piastri off by himself, but he had a mega weekend. You know. By the way, we're going to this game. I didn't give the lineup. Here it is: Svansi, Klotstra, Tizanovic, Nizvan Tizzy, John Wynn, Spakis, Gordon, Espinosa, Small-4, Guida, and Sasada's up top. They're going 4-4-2. Should I mark up? I'll mark up the strikers. Norris after race injuries are so sad. He had a shocker, man. He like, I don't know, like the quali was shocking, and then the start, he had a good start. But then he jumped the fucking thing. Then like him trying to overtake, he got done by Hamilton on the restart, and then trying to overtake Leclerc. Like, he was just awful out there. I really do like it. It'll be interesting to see Piastri versus Norris though for the title, because Piastri, man, he's looking good. It's going to be very interesting as it develops. If it's them two and what McLaren start to do, that is very true. He can't handle the pressure. He can't. And Piastri's like this emotionless like fucking robot where he just like doesn't care, you know. Yeah, no, I get you. It will be very interesting. Oh yeah, by the way, Russell had a great race, I thought. The Ferraris, they actually had a good strategy for once, so they just got screwed by that safety car. You know, they didn't start well on the hards, but as soon as it went to the mediums, they were flying, man. It was really interesting though. It was like the difference in like 5-6 laps between mediums was like a second. It was like, oh wow, this is what happens when there's actually degradation of tires, and everyone's tires don't just last for 40 laps and you just one stop it, you know. So I'm hopeful things are picking up, but we'll see. Also, I love a bit of Antonelli and Bierman. They're both great. Love them both. Antonelli, a bit screwed by strategy today, but, you know, John Wynn, Gordon. By the way, I haven't talked about this game at all. This tactic, it creates lots of chances, but not many goals. It's weird. Like, there's lots of chances, but I don't expect as many goals as I do in the previous tactics. It's weird. It creates lots of shot opportunities. Gordon, mate, that could have been a lot better. It's very odd in that way, but we'll see how things go. Hopefully we can get the win here. We've got 7 shots, 4 on target already, but no goal as of yet, as expected. But we'll see it. We'll see how things work out. Desades drops that down to Gordon, into Guida. Guida on the ball, cutting inside, back to John Wynn. Someone maybe 4. Espinosa beats his man. Oh, it's so close. Piastri's like the turns. I would love to see in the AI clip of the bit in the turn where he says, "I need your clothes," but it's Piastri saying to Verstappen, "I need your title." Hey! Yeah, that's good. Verstappen, and to be fair, Tsunoda was close to Verstappen this time, but that Red Bull, my goodness, that is not a good car. I heard there was some drama as well about like Verstappen's manager shouting at Helmut Marko and stuff. Real sort of stuff that Verstappen could leave at the end of the season. That'd be something. 2026 should be very interesting, you know. I hope. But, you know, new regs maybe. Someone might just be of a Red Bull, be a second clear of the field, you know. But it's just a failure of the regs this year's season. Like, the fact that cars just can't do anything in dirty air when the whole point of the regulations this time was to get to do that. It's ridiculous. But who knows? Who knows? What was I gonna say? I don't even know. Klotstra, Tizanovic, Nizivan to Tizzy. I'm trying to remind myself when I'm looking at my players. Because I think it was something to do with the players. Oh, yes. So, shows next year the team to beat will be Aston Martin. Well, yeah, I remember you saying that. They've been shocking this year. But I'm like, are they just sandbagging now to get extra wind tunnel time? They do have Newey and stuff. But didn't one of their people leave already or something? I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see how 2026 looks. We have the new car as well. Is it Cadillac? So we have 22 teams, which is even better, I think. We need some shit drivers to start doing some safety cars. Also, the safety car was the most bullshit thing I've ever seen. There was they didn't even show the debris or the people cleaning up, but they just decided to throw a full safety car out. It was a virtual at best, I thought. But I don't know what was going on with that. Wild. Because some of the, I don't know, it was very weird. Some of the decisions. Well, the FIA fucking vice president left as well, didn't he? Because of he can't bear to be in an organization with the morals that it has, or some shit like that, which is crazy. It can't be funny if they come in and win at the USA market. That's true. That's true. Although I did see, I heard about the thing with Haas. They had to put a statement out because the fucking Trump tariffs could basically just send them under because they have all of their stuff all over the place, which would be wild. Obviously, he's paused them for the moment. Gordon, Espinoza, Tizanovic. I do hope they do relatively well. If they come in and do what Haas did, that'd be quite nice, rather than just being right at the bottom. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, they basically had to put a statement out being like, yeah, we I don't know what it was, but basically it's they have factories in England and Italy, and they get this from Europe, and they've got a factory in the USA. It's just they're obviously the tariffs affect them a shit ton, and they're bloody stringent budget as it is, which is a bit wild. But yeah, they've done really Ocon and Behrman got double points again, which is they've been doing very well. We're only 1-0 still in this one. Oh yes, I forgot. I went through and redid all of my formations to make sure the because what I used to keep note of the formation wheel was my spreadsheet, but I got behind it. I've realized we've repeated the same formation, two formations twice. The 4-4-1-1 and one of the other ones we've repeated twice, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't notice that. Let me get it up. Well, hold on, where is it? FM spreadsheet. Oh, and there's a goal. Is that Tizanovic? It is Tizanovic. Very nice. Good stuff. Well, no. It's fine. It's fine. We'll have enough time. So, hold on. Let me take you to it. Spreadsheet. Right. So, here we go. So, I actually went through and made sure everything is correct. However, as you can see, 4-4-1-1, 4-4-1-1. It was only 7 years apart, and we didn't even realise. And there was another one that was repeated. What was it? Goodness, I feel like it was one of these 4-3-1-2s or something like that. We just kind of accidentally repeated it, and we were like, "Oh, okay." But now I'm on track. We should know, and I have updated the spreadsheet, the wheel. I'm gonna actually have to update it every time, I think, to keep an eye on it. But we have very little options left. Look at this. This is the updated one with all the formations left. 1, 2, 3. How am I gonna do this? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 left. So really, we have 11 seasons of the formation. And then we might have to start going to try and find the ones that we didn't win the Champions League with. But not bad. Not bad. We definitely have another 30 years. We have to find 20 years worth of formation. So maybe we'll just go back through, which might not be so fun. Jesus, 11. Which is kind of weird. Yeah, no, I know. Oh, that was nearly a thingamajig. We've gone. I think it was something like 52 base formations in the game. So I guess we are around 40 years in with the Nethy. Something around 50ish. So it makes sense. But we'll have to start repeating to find those Champions League ones we haven't won with, or start going to new random formations. Small before Guida, Tassades. What? Close. We have been on top here by far, but just as you see, 11 shots on target, only 2 goals. You know, it doesn't feel as... I'm not as confident in this formation as I was the past, like 2 or 3 seasons, you know? But we will see. So Zanovic, Gordon. Okay. Botstra, Guida, John Wynn, Gordon. Oh, it's cleared. Okay, but second half starts. They're in 4-4-2 again. Nothing too much going for us. Guida, John Wynn, Gordon. Jesus, John Wynn, mate, that was not great. Right, Marcus Gordon is looking tired. Let's bring on Lee. Let's go. I should put David Delphin today, realistically. Let's start Yildirim. Let's bring on Yildirim for Sasades too. We've got to show you the Ballon d'Or shortlist. We've got 7 players listed. Benitez comes on for Gutierrez. Is that a striker? That is a striker. I thought about changing information as Wardo keeps calling me a pussy for only playing one I know works. But I'm like, yeah, I've not got time to watch the match engine again and study how I can tweak formation. Shit would take too long. To be honest, like, I get that. I spend so long testing these formations, especially when the ones I don't have. You know, or like when I'm trying the new ones, it is very difficult. And I would just, if I want, like, it has been. I think this formation change thing has been the hardest challenge we've ever done on this. Like we went 4+ years without a Champions League, which is something I never do before. You know, with Haverford we won like 60 straight, and then with Barry we did like most straight, but we kind of go, I think the biggest with 2 without, and with Thanethi we've gone like 4 years without, and like constantly changing every season has been so tough because like you have to retrain everybody suddenly. Sorry, that was OneDrive telling me I'm low on storage. Like suddenly going, fuck, we got no wingers, you know, like we haven't been playing with left mids, we've been playing with converted left mids because we sold them all, or suddenly you have 4 strikers that are really good, but you can only play one of them. You know, it has been so difficult compared to all of the challenges. Maybe youth was harder, but youth wasn't. I couldn't do anything about youth. It was just you just gotta hope you get a good youth intake, you know, and it just takes a long time. This one is like you can do stuff, but you have to be so involved with it, which is why I quite like my 4-3-3 and my 4-2-3-1. And to be honest, that new 4-4-2. That we developed, the one that got the record for the goals, that stuff was, that might go back into the rotation, you know, of tactics I go to for FM15, because that shit was ridiculously good. Right, we're 20 minutes left here, and we're just kind of chilling. A third goal would be nice, and it's Nizzy van der Tizzy. Both centre backs on 5 goals each on the season. Nizzy van der Tizzy and Tizanovic, which is good. I think Nizzy van der Tizzy just got a new contract, actually. Diego Juarez injured for Boca. They have really not done much today. Walter Diaz comes on for Harguin the guy. The name. Hold on. I think that's a striker. No, it's a right mid. That's fine for the moment then. I just couldn't do it. Like I tipped my head, you just couldn't deal with that stress 5 kids. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. Yeah, for you, FM is the relaxant, you know. You don't need to add extra stress to it, you know. Which is why I feel like I enjoy FM a lot too, because sometimes, like when I get to this point, a lot of the time it's a bit more stressful now. But like when you get to the point where you're dominating, it's such a good thing. Like if you have a stressful day, you come home and you just go, oh, I'm just gonna go just chill on FM for a while, because you're in a dominant team where you can just sort of go a bit on autopilot, enjoy your team scoring well and playing well. You've got that dynasty built, you know. Starting again, obviously, but then obviously it gets a bit boring eventually. So that's why we start again and go to different clubs, and then you get that little bit of like, oh shit, got to try for a while, you know, and then you can relax again as you dominate for 30, 40 years. Guida, hey, that's 4, and we are cruising to this Club World Cup final, which is very nice. And I might make another sub. Who do I want to bring on? Should we go Choose? Should I go Leighton? We'll keep it for a while. There's no one that really. Maybe one of the centre backs, but we don't have a centre back on the bench. Well, we do. We have a centre back on DM, so we can switch them around. But Guida makes it 4, and we're cruising. 39 shots, 60 on target. It's a good tactic. It just maybe just in comparison to what I've had, it isn't as good, which is hilarious. Guida on the ball. It's Sport Movie 4 into Espinoza. Shoots way wide, way high and wide there. Okay. 10 minutes to go. Is anyone tired? I think one of the centre backs is a bit tired. Tizanovic. Okay, John Wynn, you swap. Tizanovic, you swap for Lee. You two swap. There you go. Exactly. Like with Salford, it was straight domination, then survival last game of the season. And it's been nice, like last season was chill again. Going, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, boys. Boys. Now, Paul Benitez scores his 15th. What was going on here? I don't even see what happened. Tizanovic, he was about to be subbed off. He wasn't paying attention. Hello, Starship. Good in the bend. Yes, good in the bend. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you? How are you? You joined us for the Club World Cup. We're winning 4-1. This is when actually we could start conceding, which is going to be funny. Okay, it's fine. I'm doing well, Starship. How are you? How was your weekend and start of your week? Mine's been pretty decent. See, this is what happens in this tactic. We go so far up, and then we just kind of just stop scoring and switch off. They didn't have anything until the last 10 minutes, and they scored 2. I don't know what happens to us, but maybe that the tactics they didn't bring in the tightness factor until the later FMs, but it just feels like it's a thing on this one. We concede so many late goals with this tactic. It's so weird. Maybe I should just sit the wing backs back, but you know, it's very odd. Right, 4-2 full time though. Doesn't matter in the end. Those goals do not matter. We win. Guido is man of the match with goal and assist. And on to Penny Bont next, and then Lido. So tough start actually. The stream, but good to get that win. Good to continue the Club World Cup domination. Let's see, 41 goals, 41 shots is decent. 16 on target, not so good. Let's rest everybody up that was playing. Okay. Oh yeah, Svante became our leading appearance maker, which was pretty cool. He's I think he's on 100. No, sorry, 100. 400, I think. Something like that. He's 33 now. I didn't realize how old he was. I still thought he was 31, but he's still one of the best in the world. Hilarious that Jordan Elliott's only 22, 11 years as junior. So we will do pretty well with Elliott as the backup. I've been trying to play him a bit more. Got him a new contract extension at least, which is good. What was the record? Overview. Yes, Francesco Svanzi, 403 now. And also, I was looking, Kasim Ali Nassim, 192 goals. I think Sasades is on something like 140. So the rate he's going, he'll catch him. Oh yes, we moved into the new stadium. We moved into our new stadium. As you can see at the start of the season, we were playing in the Conway International Arena. October, was it Bangor City was the first game? Yeah, Bangor City was the first game in the new one. In the newly dubbed Moore Stadium, 62,868 capacity, because it was built and then we immediately expanded it, so he just didn't play in it. And now, as you, can I see attendances? Does it show attendances anyway? Add custom. I could probably insert attendance. Yeah. Oh Christ, I haven't. That's wild. Can I do like? What else can I add? Awaiting goal scorers. Oh yeah, I used to like stadium. Oh, that's pretty. I never fuck with this. There we go. That's pretty cool. So I added goal scorers. Goal scorers. Oh, that obviously didn't work very well. Customize. Can I maybe if I add the referee after that, would that work? There you go. Christ, that looks a bit busy, doesn't it? That looks a bit. Let's get rid of those two. I don't think those work too well with the amount of goal scores we have. That works better. Where will they increase the next one to 100k? They should hopefully. But yeah, as you can see, we're 59,000, 60,000, 60,000, 61,000. We haven't had a sellout yet, but hopefully the second half of the season we do. But yes, basically the indication is that we should get somewhere close to 100,000 seater for our next stadium. I can't expand it anymore. I asked for an expand. Well, the option isn't there anymore for it. But theoretically they should. However, it's not a given. So because as you can see, more park and more arena. Those are hundreds. More arena from Barry, 98,000. What a piss take. Kagero Stadium, did that get expanded? 2320. It feels like they expanded their stadium. Because I don't think it was 87,000 before. I thought it was like 80,000. But yeah. Home at more stadium than away to more arena. I think it said it actually. More stadium, more stadium. Yeah, we're at home to more stadium and then we're away to more stadium. And neither of them are my more stadium. Oh, wait, that one's more stadium. We could do, there should be a couple away games that are both mores, but more stadium. That's home games. Away, more park. Mertens Park. Yeah, theoretically, if we have Lido and no, interesting. Yanbre. Yeah, if we have Lido and Barry away back to back, we should have what's it called? Will you start low down in Wales or in the Prem? What do you mean? Will you start? You mean when I move on to my next club? It'll be in Wales still. We're gonna stay in Wales as long as we can to try and get 100,000 seaters in all of them. Eventually, we'll have to move on because we won't be able. Like basically, it'll be 10 massive teams and 2 teams that come up and get relegated every time. But maybe I'll do the challenge and then we'll resign before we get sacked. And then we'll move back. But I do need to move back technically to Port Talbot and Pennybont to get 100,000 seaters and Barry eventually. Because the aim is to get 100,000 seaters in all the clubs in Wales. But we'll see how things go. Tizanovic. Oh, Nizoslav Tizanovic came to best player as a centre-back. That's pretty interesting. No, I mean in top flight Wales or low down in Wales. There's only one league in Wales, unfortunately, in FM15, so I'm restricted. It's a shame. It's one of the features the newer games have that I wish I could have had. But there is literally, if you get relegated, you are auto-sacked because there is no second division in FM15 for Wales, which is ridiculous, kind of crazy in my opinion, because there's like 3 or 4 for Northern Ireland. You know, every other UK one has multiple. Okay, have a West win there. Interesting. But you want though, first versus second up next. This is a big one. Theoretically, one of the harder ones, although it's home at least, which is the important thing. But we will start at a team that hasn't been managed by us or Aberystwyth. So it theoretically should be, if we go to Wales, I've been playing in FM22 mobile. I can't seem to string a win together. A lot of Bournemouth. I've never done FM mobile, so I have no idea about tactics. And I don't know if I played FM22, but you need to find that tactic that works, you know. But yeah, it will be one of these clubs here. Bala, Carmarthen, Thudno, Ridimawin, Goitra, Bangor City, Brill, TNS, Newtown, Convy, Tom Pentra. Be one of them. Hilarious that Haverfordwest have dropped so far. Like you have the big 6, and then Haverfordwest are down here. Right. What's going on here? Right. Okay. Cool. Right. Let's continue. And oh yeah, I didn't actually look at what game. Oh yes, I'm supposed to show the Ballon d'Or voting list. Interestingly, because of Paraguay winning the World Cup, I don't think it's going to be affected too much. Because if we look here, we have, well, Klotz was at the top of average rating wise, so is Guida's doing well. Rubber Dub Dub is nominated, but as you can see, we've got Swansea, Nizzy van der Tizzy, Guida, Simon V4, Klotstra, Sasadas, and Rubber Dub Dub, and Gordon. So 8. There's not really many Paraguayans. There's like 3, but none of them are very good. So if they win it, it's a robbery. In Premier Manager, an old console game, PS1, if you got relegated from the conference, you just simmed through till next season. And you got brought back up again. That's interesting. That's an interesting way of doing it. Right. Let's see. Anything going on? Oh, the European qualifying groups. Anything interesting going on in the qualifying groups? Any big teams versus each other? Portugal, Switzerland, I guess. Netherlands, Croatia. Sweden, Spain. Scotland have a nice one. Germany, Turkey's big. England. Yeah, Germany, Turkey's probably the biggest combination there for that one. Right, anything going here? Any bombs? Okay, got bunch more stuff going down. Okay, cool. Oh, God, I haven't realised we've got 3 real tough games to start us with. Is that Port Talbot away too? Right. Is it? This is the makeup game. Leader. Oh, God, Port Talbot away. Then we got a very nice run to end things with. This should actually at least help me tell me when someone's got a new stadium. Right. We're going to go same team. They want Garmendia playing, but I do think Guida should be in this, seeing as he was literally man of the match in the last game. Right. Also, of course, we got to get our defenders in. Delphin, I think, should start midfield. We don't need 2 left backs on the bench, do we? Jambo? Yeah, get on the bench, Jambo. Realistically, we don't need a striker either. Rub-a-dub-dub for Turkman, and then we just go get a young goalkeeper. Where are you, Eddie Roos? Are you? No, you're 19 now. I need another young goalkeeper. No, Nathan Brown, you're 19. Where's my young? There you go. Badiano. He actually had to start a game due to the Premier League Cup. Right, off we go then. Let's see how this one goes. We are favourites for this. Barry Davey up top though for them. So let's mark up. Oh, another bot. We have it's pretty much every stream now. Interesting. And it was interesting because at one point there was I got notified that it was probably a bot and they wouldn't let the message through. It must have been on some sort of prototype version of it, and they've taken that away now because they just come through. Right, let's go. Let's hope for a good win here because this is first versus second. They win, and suddenly they're up on us, or 6 points behind us. You know, we do have a game in hand on them, but still, I'd rather be 12 points up than only 6 points. It is a 6-pointer for a reason. Right, they've started well here though. An early shot and an early highlight, but we win the ball back. Can we? No, we lose it again. Hooper. We lost it. Sorry, might be 4. How are you not winning that? Oh no, this is their highlight. We keep giving them the ball. John Wynn, well done. One might be 4. Drives forwards. Oof. Sasades. Tackled. Vucic. Why is Vucic playing? I think. Why have I put him? The assistant manager loves him for some reason. I'm not really sold yet. He's definitely a good backup, but not a starter in my opinion. But he's starting today, so I guess this is his chance to show us how good he is. From our own corner there, not great. John Wynn, well done. What an interception that was. Guida, one month before. Zanovic, Klotstra, Espinoza. Driving forward, still driving. Smorin V4, lovely goal! Wow, 6th of the season for Smorin V4. Lovely stuff. How old is Smorin V4? I haven't checked in a while. How old are you, Smorin V4? Are you getting old yet? He's 30. Wow. 95 caps for England. We might have to have Smorin V5 soon. For so cheap from QPR, 4.5 million from QPR for him. Oh, absolute steal. To be fair, getting blessed with Anthony Span and then Smorin V4, both half English players. One was Trinidad, one was Nigerian, buying them when they were of their second nationality, and then them both switching to English getting over 100 caps. And well, Anthony Span breaking the record for the caps is kind of a joke. He's had a tizzy in a bit of an awkward position there. Shouldn't be in that position shooting, really. We need a striker there. Cheer for being original with the name game. Harry Molyneux. Sasades. Into Guida! Oh, it's a great save. Should have been a goal. Klotstra. Guida. Oof, loses out there. And it is cleared. So we're tentatively on top. Not really dominating like we did in the Boca game, but maybe that comes with time. Sasades. Maybe first time and that goes in. Just took a touch. Took another touch there. It's all just a bit slow. John Wynn. Klotstra. Ball in. Oh, Nizzy Van der Tizzy. I was expecting better from you there. Yeah, nothing going on. Oh, no, I was looking at the instructions. This one lovely 4 has a brace. He heard me talking about him being old. Oh, that's what I did Sunday. I watched the Masters. What a fucking Masters! I was keeping up with the Masters. I watched it a bit on Friday and a little bit on Saturday, but then I watched literally the whole thing on Sunday. I was like, oh, I'll be a bit late tonight, Chloe. I'm watching the Masters when I started watching when Rory teed off and the Shambo, and then it was just the most up and down thing I've ever seen. I could not believe it. What a fucking final day! My God, insane stuff. Happy for Rory to finally win it, but good God, it was just the double bogey to start, bringing it back. He's cruising, double bogey again. It's just, and then it's like the final hole fucking misses for par. It's like, oh my, off to a playoff, and then oh Jesus, man, fantastic final day of the golf. I used to play it loads when I was younger. My granddad used to take me. I played for like 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. I haven't played in 10 years now. I'd like to play it again though, but just, couldn't really do it in Kiruna. And I didn't really do it at uni either. So maybe I'll eventually bring it out back here. There is a golf course a bit, 20 minutes that way, but starting up's a bit expensive sometimes, It's a whole new set of clubs is about 100. Is it 100? 200 now? Something like that. 2-0 at half time, by the way. Let's continue. Right. Also played golf as a kid. Oh, nice. I feel like it's a very... I feel like golf is very like it's definitely had a resurgence, but when I was younger, it felt like it was a kid or a old person thing or a young person thing, But maybe that was just me. But I really enjoyed playing golf when I was younger. I was very good at putting. I also did just love mini golf, like the crazy golfs, I love a crazy golf course. It's one of my before. Me and Chloe always do it wherever we go. I live on a golf course. Oh shit! Fair play. You were a lot better than me then, Howard. I played probably like I did training like once a week or once every other week. I only ever did a few full rounds. I did a few rounds eventually, but I was very young when I started. That's impressive. However, it was extremely funny actually. I went over to Chloe's family for the first time ever. Oh, Tizanovic. Lovely stuff. That's 4-0. I'm shit at putting. I could hit it hard, though. I always use a rescue. I was good at putting, and I was extreme. I always remember, I was the 7-iron. I was absolutely mint with. I was incredible on the 7-iron. Driving, though, or pitching, I was shocking. By the way, we've just exploded here. 3 goals in 7 minutes. Guida gets his second. We are cruising. 5-0 up. I don't know what's happened to us. Penny Bont have collapsed. If I took a driver from the tee, it'd be gone. And then I just was like, I'm just going to 7-iron it. And it'd be just as good. I'd be like, but actually straight. Last time I played, 14 years, I hit 200 meters. Nice. All right. I don't remember what I was hitting, but all right, good stuff. But as I was saying, first time I went over to Chloe's, we went to a little pitch and putt, just like par 3s everywhere. Fucking... I don't know what hole it was. It was one of the holes. And I do it, and it goes over the thing. I'm like, oh, that's onto the green. And I go, she does hers. And I'm walking up to the green, and I'm like, don't see my ball. I don't, and I'm like, I swear it didn't go over the back. I swear it wasn't that bad. And I walked up, and I actually got a hole in one. It wasn't like, it's a pitch and putt, so it obviously doesn't count as much. But just absolutely hell. She was so pissed at me. Because, obviously she's competitive too. We're both very competitive. She's like, of course you get your first ever hole in one the first time we play actual golf together, And I got to go home and tell her parents, be like, oh yeah, I got a hole in one. And they were like, oh my God. It's like, aren't you happy for him, Chloe? She's like, no, of course not. I can't believe he's done that, because we're so competitive. But I still have that ball somewhere. I was like, I'll keep that one. I'll keep that one. Probably around here 250. I have no idea what I could hit. I probably need to just completely start again. I have the mechanics of it down. I have I know how to do everything, but I'd probably need fucking 6 months plus training to get back into it, because you get so rusty. Although sometimes you get back quick. I used to. I don't know when the last time I played was. Maybe 10 years. Yeah, 10 years genuinely. 17, 18, somewhere like that. But I'd like to do it again. Learning golf has been on my to-do list for 25 years. It's one of those, it is a bit of a tough barrier to entry. It's a high cost of entry because you've got to get shoes, you've got to get a set of clubs, you got to going to the courses. They're so expensive nowadays, you know. So it is tough, but it is quite fun, and it's one of those ones where it's like you can play it at any age. You know, like my granddad plays it at fucking age 80 plus. Always play my best when I didn't play for a bit. Yeah, well, that's because I feel like that was also because you were like relaxed. You know, I was awful when I was like, I have one. I was always really badly affected if I had one bad shot, you know, and then I'd be thinking, but if I just didn't care anymore, I'd be hitting like really nicely because you're so much more relaxed and smooth with your swing and stuff. It's when you're tense, you're all like, oh Christ, you know. Right, John Wynn for Jambo. With my crutches, when we play mini golf, I become Daddy Three Sticks. you can have 3 options for putting, you know. That's pretty good. I do love a mini golf course. I used to like in Orlando. There's loads of them, like all these crazy golf ones, and like the ones where you putt it and it goes into like the water stream and then comes back out again. I used to play them as a kid, and then when me and Chloe went there, I was like, we're doing a full afternoon of mini golf. We did like 3 or 4 ones. There's the ones that have like the little mini alligators you can feed and stuff like that. It's right in by Golden Oldies Golf. Mini golf is okay. Mini golf's great. Like the crazy golf ones with all the different ones. Although one of the things I dislike about the mini golf scene is the abundance of like neon ones. You know, it's the ones like, oh, it's in the dark, but there's neon stuff everywhere. I'm like, nah, you need something a bit more creative than just fucking indoors neon, you know? Because it feels like every other mini crazy golf place is like that now. The golf course I live on is private, but if it was public, it could host pretty big tournaments. Really? Wow, fair play. Sorry, Davey. There's our clean sheet gone. At least the clean sheet bonuses are gone, so not bad. But 6-1, absolutely dominant with victory from us. Did a bit of that spree right at the end of the danger zone. I should have a look for. The problem is it's tough to find clubs because even the second hand, you've got to have them fit. Jairo Espinosa got 4 assists there. Fair play. Right. Bless you. Thank you. You know what? I haven't been sneezing as much in Germany, which is probably due to the. I say that now. Probably due to the less dry air. You know, it's a bit more humid. We did get some rain today. It'd been so dry recently. Like, I feel like, from what I heard somewhere, it's like central and northern, and maybe UK, it's been like the driest on record. Hello, Tommy. Japan are the next hosts, so you're not wrong, as he says that. Yeah, we got some rain today, but it's been super dry. But it was like a half an hour shower, and then was warm again. Mark it down. Oh, Christ, right. Let's continue. We're going past Christmas and then for Affenlido away, which might be a bit tougher because we've got a couple of away games now. Affenlido, Port Talbot. Is this the last 2 of the calendar year? Yes, we got Affenlido on Boxing Day and Port Talbot on New Year's Eve. And then we start the next New Year with 4 lovely games, just a bit easier. We do have Lido in the Premier League Cup final as well. And then we got Port Talbot in the 4th round of the Welsh Cup. And we got Club Brugge. So, let's continue though. Let's keep up this winning streak. The 60,671. I reckon the semi-finals of the Champions League will give us our sellout. But we'll see. It'll be interesting to see because this is our first full season. Well, no. Next year will be our first full season in the new stadium. So I'd like to see what the ticket sales will be like. Because I think when we went from the old stadium to the Convy Arena, it went from 20,000 to 30,000. So I'll see what happens if we go from 30,000 up. Still playing? Yeah, no, yeah. But I remember you said 2061. You've been doing a lot, like for a save that's so big. You know, there's so many fucking players. You have gone very far in it. Like ours takes so long to play. It feels like that one. You've been spent more time on that save than any of them since the Hong Kong one. It feels like David Delphin having to stay, which means I can give him a contract too. But now enjoying a new save of my local. Hey, nice. On 24, you back to it on 24 again. Right, 85k. No, lovely. 26 years old, doesn't want a fucking thingamajig. Nice. Just Lee White obviously wants some more first team football. Yeah, sorry, lad. Right. At the same time. How far are you in the new save then? Oh, 9 days until the NFL draft. Okay. I saw fucking the Dolphins are trading Jalen Ramsey. What the fuck's happening, Izzy? Where did that come from? Didn't they just get him like 2 years ago or something? Or was it a year ago or 2 years ago? That seems a bit out of nowhere, doesn't it? You only have 4 players join us on January 1st. Cost cap it. Oh, Jesus, man. The defense got absolutely ruined by the cost cap, didn't it? Like, I remember like the 2 years ago was like you had your best chance and then you had to just completely rip up the defense due to cost cap. Be interesting to see what happened to the draft. Got to go train. No worries, Ard. Enjoy the train. Right, here we go. Game day again, 27th. Merry Christmas, everybody. And then Merry Boxing Day. And we're into Boxing Day. Oh, the MLS Draft Combine starts on the 3rd of January. Right, 10 inbox messages. We could actually sign Canadians. So if there's any good Canadians in this youth intake, 3 games in. Oh, okay, so very early on. Very early on. Right. What division is your local again? Right. Quick pick. They fucking love Garmendi at the moment, but I do think this is the lineup to go with. Maybe sign swaps with you. God, we don't need this. Right. Hold on. Good God. Lee White, Rubber Dub, Card Turkman. Who else do we want? David Delphin. Do I need David Delphin? Yeah. Let me go fund. Where is his name? Goalkeeper. We'll get Luke Powell. Right, let's go again. Tier 7. Oh, anyone see Katie Baker? Yeah, I saw that. Just a bit of a stunt, isn't it? Really, but I guess more attention to it. Northern Premier League. One of them all, which was more than my 20+ game attempt prior. Oh Christ! Okay, that's good. That's an improvement. Hello, Jambo. Hello. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. He can't tell me off for not saying hi this time. He can't. You did say. I'd go if I had 1.35 million. Like, it is. You know what sucks? Please get lost in outer space. You know what fucking sucks is billionaires have ruined space. It's not cool anymore, man. Like, it used to be cool, and like space stuff was cool, and now like Musk and Bezos and all of that are on it, and everyone fucking hates space now, and because they like it, and I'm like, no, it's cool, I swear. It's just these bastards of like. SpaceX at the start was really like SpaceX as a thing is really cool, like self-fucking landing rockets, all that shit. But then you've just got Elon Musk as the figurehead behind it, and everyone hates it. You know, it's just like, no, it's good. Like, space is good and cool, but it's just these people. By the way, we should be 1-0 down at least. Good God, we've had a terrible start to this game. But they've hit the bar. They've hit the bar. They've had multiple block shots. It's close. It's close. Espinoza, nearly. But yeah, it sucks because everyone hates space now, and I think it's really cool. These guys are doing what we had the tech for 70 years ago. We definitely didn't have tech to self-land booster rockets. Some of it, yes. Some of it, they're sending it up and stuff, but a lot of it is the fact is that they were from, like, the technology we had from government agencies. We just didn't ever build on it, you know, and they're not going to give away that stuff for free, so these private companies have to remake it themselves, and sometimes they have to remake it from the ground up because different systems and whatnot, things become out of date, things don't work anymore, you know. We did have the tech to go to space, but it was too expensive. That's the problem. Like, the only reason the space stuff happened so much because of the space race, you know, because of the Cold War. That's why there was so much advancement in that, and then once it finished, everyone went, wow, this is really expensive, let's stop, you know? Let's be real, it's mainly because of Musk. It's mainly because of Musk, but Bezos and fucking, what's his name? Richard, what's his name? Doesn't help things, you know? Because they're all billionaires that seem like they're just doing it for the fucking self-glory. It's mainly because of Greta Thunberg, she does it all. Guida over the bar. Not biting. Oh, very mature of you, Jambo. Very mature of you. Well done. Zasades. Then Nizzy was. He had the rod. He had the bait was on the hook. It was just sitting there. It was just floating in front of you, and you went, no, I'm not. I'm not falling. I'm not biting. Well done. Right. We used to do that at uni. It's like you'd say something just to like get a reaction, and then you'd be like, oh, and then that would doing that would make them even worse. But they can't react even. It was such a good 1-2 where you just say them to get them to bite, and then you do that to get them to bite even further. It was awful. Maybe a year ago I would have said F off. But I'm a new man. Hey, I'm surprised Zuckerberg. Yeah, I know, it's surprising. It is surprising. He's gone more into the, I guess, the virtual reality stuff, hasn't he? I guess AI and all that. It was so it was so hooked. By the way, 0-0 half time. We were better, but not great for on target. Gordon's injured now. Okay, let's bring on. Go Lee White. Why not? But yeah, it sucks because realistically, as a civilization, we do need to start looking at leaving Earth. Oh, lovely stuff. Nizzy found a tizzy. 1-0. Danger zone. Into the danger zone. If crypto makes me a billionaire, I'll build a probe to chase Voyager 1. It would be very tough to chase Voyager 1 due to the... I don't even know if you could chase Voyager 1 because of the whole... like. The only reason it went as fast as it did was due to the fucking alignment of the planets and the way it basically used multiple gravity assists to get it to go that fucking fast. So you probably could find some combination, but it'd be very tough. But the Voyager Voyagers are so fucking cool, man. It's so cool, but no one that likes it anymore. They are losing contact with Voyager 1. They lost for a little bit because there was an error, and then they got it back, I think, eventually. But basically, they're having to turn off more and more shit as the power runs out. And probably, is it the next couple of years or next 5 years? They're going to have to... They'll just fully lose contact with it. Which sucks, but the fact that it was fucking built and sent in the fucking, 70s and was supposed to last just for the fucking tour of the outer planets. Oh, for fuck's sake. Shocking defensive, again. And then it has lasted 50 plus years. It's ridiculous, you know. Where did Voyager 2 crash? Voyager 2 hasn't crashed. It's still going. It's just, you know, they're both out into the solar system. Espinosa, oh, he should score. Oh, God. Espinosa. White, oh, that was a big chance as well. You've been shocking against Asades. Signs come on. Daniel Guida will leave you for the moment. Which one crashed? Lots have crashed. We sent Huygens, Challenger and Columbus. Those were the fucking what's it called? Those both. Columbia. Sorry, I always say Columbus. They were the what's it called? But we sent Cassini Huygens. That crashed technically. We sent Huygens into Titan and Cassini we crashed into Jupiter. And to think Voyager was sent out 50 years ago and had just made it out of our solar system. Yeah, it's a long fucking way. It's a big solar system, you know. And then it's like the gravity of space is just insane, you know. I love just thinking about it sometimes. I think a lot of people don't because it gives them existentials, but I love thinking about how fucking big it all is and just how ridiculous the solar system and the universe is. The scale of it all, you know. I think it's incredible, but I feel like most people don't like it because it gives them they go holy fuck. I kind of want them to look at Venus and Mercury and the Sun. Well, they are. They've got a probe at the Sun right now, and they've got Bepi Colombo. That's going to is Bepi Colombo onto Venus or Mercury at the moment? Not so far. Yuri Gagarin, first man in space, died in a car crash. Oh Jesus! No, that's not a fun fact. Bepi Colombo, I think it might be both. Could be doing a flyby of Venus and then going to Mercury. My how have we not scored there? My supervisor in my bachelor's degree is the lead on the Bepi Colombo mission, which is pretty cool. Professor Emma Bunce. So, oh no, don't concede. Are you joking? Oh, thank God, Hermanson. But yeah, we've got a couple of satellites in the sun. How do they get them to the planets? well, you launch them on a rocket, and then they've got fuel on board, and they have their own engines, and then you just fire the engines into so they. Oh, what the fuck? Dizzy's been sent off. And so basically, you send them into orbit, and then they're orbiting the Earth, and then you give them a like their engine fires, so their orbit gets bigger, and then it gets out of the the gravity well of Earth and goes off on its own, and then basically you time it so it gets to your planet or whatever at the correct time, and then you send the engines the other way, so then the orbit gets small again and goes around there, and then you can take pictures and do whatever you want, or crash land if you want. You know, there's lots of different rockets and stuff. You can use like chemical fuel. You can use an ion engine. Blah blah blah. I think Venus is a better choice for us to terraform than Mars. Unpopular opinion, but it's doable over time. I get what you mean. It's got the atmosphere and stuff. It's. I guess the heat is the big issue, isn't it? With Venus, that was my first drop point of the season as well, which is a shame. I just don't know what happened with us. We were much better and just didn't score. Venus is totally close to the sun. It is closer, yes. Not as close as Mercury. Mars is easy, just plant a bunch of trees and hope for the best. Well, it's not just that, but the problem is with Mars is that there's no atmosphere because they got stripped away by the solar wind. The good thing with Venus is it has got an atmosphere, but the problem is the atmosphere. It's so bloody intense that basically nothing survives down there. Well, it was huge heat shields that wouldn't be too big in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I get you. However, the problem is like it's hard enough to fund just going to Mars and setting up a base there. To do what you're saying is like definitely far further down the line. People won't be willing to do that yet. We gotta. The fact is that we don't even have bases on the moon. Like if we get a habitation on the moon, then we can start maybe And at first, I was the whole thing like, why the fuck are we going back to the moon? But in a way, I'm like, maybe going to the moon isn't a bad idea. Set up the initial base there, and also you can like mine fucking hydrogen there, and building stuff and launching things from the moon is a lot cheaper. So technically, it might be easier. But I don't know. It's one of those ones. It's very hard even to just do missions, because the funds are so big and the timescales are so long. A lot of governments don't want to do that anymore. They don't want to invest for a thing that won't be affecting them. It won't affect their government because a lot of these space missions and stuff, like the like with some of these, like my supervisor at uni, he was working on a proposal for ESA. And he said, "Oh yeah, by the time it gets there, I'll be dead. Like I'll be the initial guy, but I want to know what other planets look like in other solar systems." Well, we have an idea sometimes. Basically, we can see what sort of what they're made of through the light spectrum, but we can't take photos yet of them. Anything going on there? No. Cooling Venus with a huge shield, the atmosphere would thin out so quickly. Yes, potentially, but it's making that shield and putting it in place. It's not. People won't fund that. It's too big of a project. It's easier in the people's minds to go to Mars and build an underground base. And then you can start talking about terraforming. Right. Also, 6-month deals are up. Delphin, Campo, Espinoza. Yes, Espinoza. You literally can we talk now? You literally said you didn't want a contract earlier. Perfect. You're on 50k. I want to send you to 66. There's planet that rains glass apparently. Yeah, there's always those ones. It's theoretically that can happen due to the different chemical and whatever, but who knows if it actually does that or not, or whether it's a different system because whatever. You want 85k, you can. Maybe the energy companies who are ripping us off on a daily basis pay for it. They won't pay for their own shit. Why do you think they pay for that? I didn't even do the 6-month dealies. I just continued. Let's browse. Yeah. No, it's Mars is the fascination. That's also, I feel like, one of the big things is that you need public interest. And Mars is always a bit of a hyperfixation for Earth. It always has been, you know, the red planet. Like everything is all like Venus isn't as interesting, I think. So it's one of those tough things that maybe it's harder, but you're probably going to get an easier time getting funding and stuff to do Mars stuff than anywhere else, you know. Two volcanoes that blast pumice and ash into the atmosphere at such high pressure. The ash carbon turns to diamond. Yeah. Well, theoretically, there's fucking lakes of methane on Titan, you know, and that's in our solar system. Mr. Pagano, you're okay. How much do you want? Back up. 3.6k a week. 8.5k. 27k. No, thank you. Well, you're 22. How good are you? You're 6'4". Good determination, good heading, good finishing. Off the ball's 14, 22. If I can get rid of this, if I can get you down to like 25, maybe 33, 20, 2.5, 22. Oh, take that. Take that. Mehmet Bakir, yes, I will try for you as well. 35.5. Oh, you're on £800 a week. Christ. 10k? Jesus. Remove and exclude. Wow. I'll be getting you then. You obviously want way too much money, fella. Anybody else here any decent? Navet? You're okay. Swiss. 7.75. You know what? You go for him. Right, you. Ali. Yeah, we're fine. We'll leave that now for now. Right, on to Port Talbot. Let's try and have a better game versus Port Talbot than we did versus Lido. Right. Oh, sorry. What did I do? Equalizer? Why is equalizer the same as goal? Sorry. There are asteroids. If we mined and brought to goods back to Earth, people would be. Oh yes, of course. That's why asteroid mining isn't the hip new term. You know, like that's what I fucking have used that for all my papers and stuff. I mean, like the potential for asteroid mining because that's like a buzzword at the moment. Because yeah, there is a fuck ton of minerals and pure fucking gold and iron and all shit on these asteroids. And if we can capture one and mine it, we're gonna be. Whoever does that is going to be fucking shitting gold. Is it easy to do a loan farm on this game compared to FM24? Yes. I think so. Depending on what times of loan farm you want, but I currently have only 76 out on loan. But I have had loan farms up to 200 players before. So I would say it's relatively easy. If you get affiliates, it's pretty easy as well. I think there's not as many of the weird tricks that you need to do with FM24. You just start the season, loan everybody else out, and then you do that, you know? But yeah. Yeah, asteroids are the hip new thing. Well, steel is shit on Earth for scientific purposes, contaminated with radiation from nuclear. True. That's why the what's it called? Steel is so valuable. They get it off the shipwrecks and stuff. But yeah, no. However, I guess you could say that the iron on asteroids have been bombarded with solar radiation, but we'll see. Right, let's quick pick for this one. Gordon's injured. Nizivenda Tizzy's out. I still got Dangerous Mind, Lovely 4, Vizic, Spakis, Delphin, Garmendi. They want Garmendi up. We'll do Garmendi and Yildirim. We'll change things up a bit. Espino, they want Gleeder at right mid. Right, what do I want to do here? Rubber Dub, come in. Steve Bentley? Yeah. Right, let's go get a youngster. Where's our goalkeeper youngster gone? No, where are you? There you are, Badiane. I just want to know why why they think the universe is this old. Error. Well, okay, so they think the universe is this old because of the cosmic microwave background radiation. which is a remnant of the explosion of the universe or the Big Bang. Basically, there's a background radiation that can be detected that is in the is basically if you sort of age it, it is 4.6 billion. You know. Hello, Lightning Car. 60 billion is the latest estimate. 60 billion. 60, not 4.6 billion. Oh wait, it was 4.6. Oh, 4.6 is Earth, isn't it? Yeah, 58 billion was the old one. Yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry, getting that wrong. God, I haven't done. You can tell I haven't been in class for a while. God, you forget so much stuff. You forget so much stuff. Yeah, 4.6 is the Earth. I think 58 was the universe when I was in school. Oh God, I can't even remember fully cosmic radiation. I remember how it was discovered was that it was it the telescope? They thought it was the pigeons in the telescope, and then they found that it was just a background noise and everything. You need a new channel discussing space. maybe that'd be fun. I made a new FM save again. I can't keep a save for long. Oh no! What's the new save, Lightning Car? What's the new one? Right, boys. Jesus. Yeah. It's cosmic background radiation, which is the leftover radiation. Oh, Yildrim from the explosion of the Big Bang. Unemployed once again. Oh, fair enough. What leagues you got open? Yildrim, fantastic goal, by the way. And you can see it everywhere, and it comes from every direction, which is why it's theorized that it is from the Big Bang. Sligo Rovers. Okay. How's it started with them? Delphin. I need to look up cosmic. I haven't done CMB in God probably 7-8 years. Relic from radiation from the early universe. What is it? Blah blah blah. Yeah, normal, fully uniform, not associated with anything. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Basically, it's kind of the scattering of the initial radiation of the universe starting. And then the reason why it's everywhere is because the universe was small, so of course it expanded out uniformly-ish. By the way, David Delphin, lovely to see you. Right. So in my second year, I won the League Cup, and my third in the league. Oh wow, you've been flying, Lightning Car. Third in the league with the Conference League. Nice. I hate an FM when you have won everything and you resign and the board say, I think that's best for everyone involved. Yeah, literally. It's crazy sometimes, like, they just don't care, you know? Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's fine. It's also funny when I, like, in FM15, if I apply for a new job, they'll laugh me off. And I'm like, hold on. Sorry? I'm an eldritch god in this universe that has won over 200 Champions Leagues, does not age, and has won literally everything multiple times, and you're laughing me off. You know, it's like we've got evidence 6 times over. If he takes over your club, you will then become the dominant power for the next 70 years. And you're going, nah, don't want him. You know, maybe I'm like the Saudi prince of the Welsh League. They're like, nah, we'd rather do it our own rather than have this god come in and save our club. You know. I guess Aberystwyth, maybe Aberystwyth are a bit like that in universe, where they're like, we're the actual only real team that weren't managed by the god, and we won our Champions League and Premier, like, in our league without his help. So we're like actually the best team, you know? Maybe there's some in-universe reasoning for that. And then everyone will be like, oh yeah, but you profited off of his Champions League coefficients, blah blah blah. What about Ridmewin? Ridmewin are like in this fucking pocket dimension, man. They got stuck. The poor Ridmewin. They're sitting 11th at the moment, so fighting relegation. Maybe the next team will be Ridmewin. Maybe we just got delayed, you know? Who knows? It all depends on which clubs are available when we resign, which is in 30 or so years, you know? It's all down to chance at the end of the day. All down to chance. Because we need to basically take over a club straight away, because we can only do 6 months. Maximum 6 months between jobs, so we need to find one straight away. And we will get to the point where if we resign and there's no clubs or no one takes us, I will reload do another season with the same club and then try again because, gotta go for that record. How long will 30 years be in real life? Well, we're doing about a season a week right now, so 30 weeks. So towards the end of this year, I'd say, towards the end of the year, 2026 will be going to the new club. We don't want a Thanethi legend. We want a random manager. Exactly. Then you find out, you were 7 months on it. No, don't worry. Nizzy, when talking about it, he brought it up. He was like, I remember it. He was just like, just how long between jobs have you been? And I went through and looked, and I think the most we did was like 2 months or 3 months. And he's like, oh, okay, that's all good. And then told us about the 6 month deal. So I am fine. Because, yeah, it would suck if we got all the way through. But Nizzy made sure we weren't wasting our time. Yildirim, 3-0. We are much better in this one. And we're now 12 points clear of Pennyborn as things stand, which is very good. Yildirim stepped up very well. And Gomendia does well too here. Yildirim, nice touch. Spin, bottom corner. The man on the corner, don't know why. The man on the lines, I don't know why he's phased through the goalpost, but sure, I'm not complaining. But yes, thank God we weren't 6 months unemployed. That would have been a tough one to take, because I think when we started this streaming, we were 2240, so I was already 200 years in. Why does FM15 look better? So many people ask this. So many people. I don't know. What are we saying about Villa tonight? I think it's probably. Oh, that's not good. Boys, can we not do this? Can we not do this thing where we start conceding? I feel like it's probably like a 2-1 Villa, 2-1 PSG, 3-1 PSG again, because Villa need to chase the game, so they're going to be way more attacking, and that PSG team is lethal in transition. So I do think it's probably a PSG win because they're just gonna, just sit back, let them do it in transition with fucking Due, Kvaratskhelia, thingamajiggy. Have you ever got relegated in the save? No, never relegated. Never relegated. Don't know what the worst is we've done. Nearly sacked once, but no, not relegated. In the future, we might get it, but who knows? Did you see the guy who built a rocket to prove Earth was flat and it crashed and he died? Someone with the intelligence to build a rocket thing. What? No, I didn't see that. That's wild. What is going on with that? The flat Earth stuff is so fucking stupid, man. I remember I had a friend. She did a project, like it was like the Unialest like outreach thing, and it was sending a camera up on one of the balloons, and it was getting like you could see the curvature of the Earth, and all of the fucking YouTube comments were just hate comments talking about how it's like a fisheye lens, and it's like they were giving loads of hate, and she didn't do very well with it. I was like, oh, the poor person, she wasn't even doing anything. It was just a fucking science project, and all these weirdo flat earthers are like sending hate. It's like just because you could see the evidence of the fucking curvature, ridiculous. The Earth is flat, not. No, the Earth is fucking. Oh no! Wow, Spakis, what a fucking Jesus! Mad Mike Hughes dies after crash landing homemade rocket. US dead, of course he's US, and killed during an attempted launch. Attempted launch. Steam-powered rocket. Oh my days. Fucking Jesus. A video shows a rocket being fired at the top of Jesus. Earth is flat. Hope to prove. My God. Jesus. Steam-powered. Oh, Christ. Fucking hell. Did he try to make a kettle in the rocket? Oh, God. Oh, Smolka. Oh, Smolka's playing for them. By the way, Guido makes it 4-1. Restores the 3-goal lead. Very nice. Let's make a sub now. Who should I bring on? Rub-a-dub-dub. Let's come on for Small in the Mud V4. Steve Bentley. Why don't you come on? You haven't played much this year. Okay. It's just, this flat earth stuff's so stupid, man. It just, that's how, like I don't normally get rattled by much, but the flat earth and science conspiracy theories, like the moon landing and stuff, that rattles me beyond end, man. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh, well done, Bentley. Go on. Yeah. Right, we are cruising in this one. 5-1. Nice. Nice to, after that 1-1 draw as well. Steve Bentley profits off a good bounce there, a good deflection. Klostra, Yildirim. But yeah, to be fair, this month and maybe next month will be pretty quick because at the moment I'm doing 2 streams per season instead of 3 because I just have so much time because I'm not employed because my visa. Oh, of course, it's every time, man. We just can't defend. Can't defend whatsoever. It just every game it feels like we have to concede at least 2. It's so weird. Right, John Wynn's dying out there. Maybe it's because our centre backs have to do so much more because our full backs are so pushed forward, but they are needed for the attack, you know. So I'd rather just score more. Right, 2 minutes added time. We've got one more highlight here actually. Rubber Dub Dub is up. Rubber Dub Dub tries to play the ball in. Bentley, Yildirim, tackled. Nice to have danger. Spakis. Danger, Spakis, Bentley. Oh, Itamar. Thank you for the fight, mate. How are you? Oh, it is Delphin with 6. Lovely. 6-2. I'd 6-2 to be a Port Talbot fan right now. I'm still so impressed that Port Talbot built a new stadium. I'm waiting to see if Penny Bont eventually do it because they've still got a 60,000 seater. But it'd be very interesting. I do need to go back to both Port Talbot and Penny Bont to get those 100,000s, but we will see. Right. I may go back to Athenlida one day just to see if we can get like a 130,000 seater, you know, see if it's possible. Maybe I'll do a thing where I'll like resign and apply for Athenlida once they sack their manager and see if it happens. Still, of course, yes, I will need to go back to Barry to get the 100,000 seater as well, if it's possible. But yeah, at least 3 teams I do need to go back to. So we've got plenty of time. I don't know if I'll ever do it. Or I have the time to do it, you know. But we will see. Right, that was a very good performance, lads. 6-2. Rest everybody up. End of the season, end of the calendar year. Let's move on to 23-59. We have 4 players joining with the Ballon d'Or. Hopefully goes to another Fnatic player. It's been 2 years in a row. It's been Jambo, I think. He's won 3 now. So let's see. I don't think he's even nominated this year round, unfortunately. But let's see if it's a Fnatic player or if it's a random Paraguayan that does not deserve it. But next up to the know as well. So we'll be interested to see what happens when one of the teams you manage to go down. Oh yes, that will be very. I am waiting for that. I think that will happen eventually. West have been close a couple of times, but yes, I am very interested to see what happens because they're such big institutions. And Rubber Dub Dub, what? Oh, fucking Dark God's boy. How's he won the? Wow, maybe that's wild. I would never have expected Rubber Dub Dub to win the Ballon d'Or. Wow. Okay. Cesardes second. Poor Cesardes. Rubber Dub Dub. 34 games, 20 goals, 23 assists. 8.11. Cesardes, 36, 15. I felt like Cesardes probably deserved it more. Klostra comes 3rd. Golden Ball, same thing. Team of the year. It's fancy. John Wynn, Isvan Tizzy, Klostra, Delphin. Rubber Dub Dub actually in the lineup there. Cesardes up top. Guido on the bench. Nice. Surprising. That's very surprising. But Rubber Dub Dub, Ballon d'Or winner. Macchiardi gets Golden Boy. Who are you, Judy Macchiardi? I thought there was talk of Lee White winning it. You're very good. Jesus Christ, he's good. How's he at CSKA Moscow? 19 million. Bloody hell, he's good. Sam Rule, Footballer of the Year. Velasquez. Barry Davey wins Footballer of the Year. And Starkey gets... Okay. Right. Oh, Daniel Green gets Player of the Month. Oh. Right. Into January now. Let's also do the American and Canadian. We can sign Canadians. So maybe there's the next Alphonso Davies in this youth intake. Probably not. I don't think we've ever had any world-class Canadians. There's been world-class Americans, but never Canadian. But who knows? Maybe. Yeah, 23-59 now. Next season we'll be into the new decade, which is kind of crazy. Last year of the decade here, or is a decade continue? And right off 30.5 million. They're saying he would only Wow, that's actually very cheap. That is insanely cheap for a player of his quality. He should be like, look at this dude. My goodness. 30.5 million for him at 21. Good God, he is Jesus. Whoever gets him, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. We get 4 deals. So Atilo Sanchez comes in from Peru. Get you training, my boy. How old are you? 18. 19 squad. We'll wait until Pablo Raimundo from Uruguay. Defender. World record, worth a try. Hello, GCA. It is actually record, I think. There you go. Hello, GCA. How are you? Been a while, mate. We get Christopher Brule, who is a French goalkeeper. Right. And then Cordoba, who's a Colombian fullback. Smashing it then. We're slowly getting there. Another, I think, 5 years or something like that. How many years have we got to go now? We're 3-4-3. So 5-2-8, like something like 185 years left. And if we do, I think 4 or 5 years. I got bored of my save about 30 seasons. That's pretty decent still. 3 decades is a long time, you know, in the basic, well, not the basic, like the average FM save. You know, that's decent, man. But you know, I'm built different. Right. We make extra transfer funds available from 30 million to 242. Our finances are 756 in the bank at the moment. Decent. Right. To be fair, we signed a shit ton of players. Brett Miller, 1 star. Anything 1 star and above, we look at. It's a 1.5. You're American. Okay, nothing going there. Right. Okay, let's continue then. Benchmark Stadium. Oh, there's the stadium. Yeah, there's the Barry clip. Are you submitting right away? I don't know, honestly. I honestly don't know. It would be interesting to, like, I don't want to do 529. I think that's a bit shit. I feel like you do have to take the further. I don't know whether I'd look to go to 550 or 600, because I feel like some of it, sometimes you want to set it a little bit higher but be beatable. Or whether I just go until I can't go anymore, you know, until the save corrupts. That would be quite interesting if I just kept going and be like, oh, I'm the unofficial thing, which is 666. Well, technically, just go to 1,000. I don't know if I could get to 1,000, unfortunately, due to the save file size, because on the older FMs, they potentially, we think they corrupt after 2 gigabytes, and I'm at nearly a gig now. So I have maybe another 350 years left. So you can submit and keep changing the year until you hear back from them with instructions what I did. Oh, really? Ah, okay. FM24 is still 2 gigabytes. Is it? I thought, from what Darkot said, I swear it got, it wasn't that anymore. I don't think so. Because I feel like people have got saves bigger than 2 gigs on 24. I think FM19. Submit at 529 and then submit another like Pavel. True. Right. Yeah, let me see how big the save is at the moment. We're in season 343. Mine is 2.3 gig. There you go. Where are my documents? Sports Interactive. Merger games. 919. I'm at 919. Oh, it's interesting actually. I could definitely hold on. Let's see if I can. Let's have a look at this. Right. So, hold on. Let me do something. We are going to quickly. I'll do a quick show of what I'm doing right now on spreadsheet. Because I make a save file every single year for my for the save, and I can see how big the file save is. Pretty much a 32-bit integer. Yeah, exactly. So if I do 342, if I do, hold on, sorry, I need to. We're spreadsheeting now. We're fully spreadsheeting. Can you see that? No, you can't see that. Let's pull that on over here. Right. So 342 was 2358, which is 916,881. And then 341, that was the size. So this is the year, this is the size. 341 was 57, that was 914. 517. 340 was 912,286. 34339 is 912. That was that 910 265. Then we can do what we're doing here. We're gonna. I don't even know what I'm doing. What is this? Mine is 1.58k. What is this? FM countdown. What's the initial file size after 1 year? The initial file size after 1 year. I don't have the original file save anymore. Technically, I have up to. God, what's 23, 14, 15? 14, 15 at Thanethi's 814. 14, 15. Is that the original FM5 file? That might be year 300 potentially. And that was 814 352. But basically we can look at like, so if we look at like this minus this, so we're going up that amount each per year. Oh yeah, that one's gonna be off, of course. So, and then we're gonna do, is it getting bigger each year? It does get bigger each year, the amount of, so then you need to look at the rate of how much the difference is growing each year. What's that? So this is the year, how many years in, and the file size. And then this is the size increase per year. So then theoretically you could extrapolate and figure out to the limit of 2 gigs how much increasing we are each year. But then I guess you're gonna do, you're gonna do something like this minus this, and then so that's increased by 133, and that by 210. Oh, that wasn't, yeah, okay, never mind. So I guess you could average this maybe. This is only 3. I could do this with far more, and then I could figure out. So theoretic. Oh yeah, hold on. Apologies. So if it's going to increase by 2205, hold on. 2,000,000 equals. So theoretically, we've got this by this left. No, that's wrong, isn't it? Oh wait, did I do the wrong one? Yeah, I did the wrong one. By 5. Right. So then this divided by this. I've got 491 years left. Technically, so maybe I've got more than I think. Maybe I've got 491 years left. I'm gonna go through and do it more though. I've got lots more years I can actually do. So we'll have to have I'll maybe with all the file sizes I have, I can have a look and see like. I can definitely plot it on a map and see what's happening, whether it's exponential or whether it's relatively even, because that's only like 4 years, so there's not much to do. That's if your math is correct, though. Well, my maths isn't. It's not my maths. It's Excel maths. Like I've literally just wrote down the numbers and then used minus in Excel. So I think Excel is correct. But it's not whether the maths is correct, it's whether the sample size is correct. Maybe these were years where there's not much going on in terms of like file size increase. That's assuming, yes, of course, GC, that's of course assuming, that's what I'm saying, it is assuming a 3-year average. So that's why I think after this I'm going to do a much longer average, because I have at least 40 years worth of file size saves. So I could definitely use a bigger sample size and see if it's getting bigger or not, or smaller, and see what happens. If you plot the ones on the line graph and do line of best fit, eventually, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll probably look at that. It looks more like it's exponential growth. Well, it might. To be fair, it might be. It might be, but we'll have to wait and see. You know, I this save. I know it's spreadsheet manager, but I don't want to do full spreadsheet manager while we're streaming. I'm gonna do it afterwards, and I can have a look for next time. Will be different the more matches you play. Europa League, European Championships, World Cup will be different the more matches you play. Yeah, but well, I'm not playing the World Cup, the European Cup. I'm just watching. It does give you an idea of the sample size. Yeah. Can't you trim the save file at some point? I've heard that, but I've heard it also causes issues if you do that, like the compression. Right, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be loaning players because a lot of these players do not have enough game time to warrant being here still. Turkman stays because he's Turkish and needs to be here. Badiane stays. Yildirim stays. Steve Bentley, you can stay. Everybody else will loan out and see if anybody wants you. There's more days for the game to store more of your players' data use space, e.g. game time. Yeah, that's true. Maybe. It'll be something I'll have to look into and see what's going on with it, you know, whether it actually... Like, it's something that if I've got... How much have I got? I've got every year at Llangefni saved, and then that's it. All my old ones are on an old hard drive somewhere, which I can't really be asked to go into. So I'll just do the Llangefni and see what the increase is past 200. So we'll see. We will see. Maybe I'll come back next time on Thursday and we'll see what I've come up with. Okay, Hubane. Yep, he wants first team football elsewhere. Good stuff. Catherine, Leandra Catherine. Do you? No, it's all covers. I'll let you go. I want to keep you here, mate. Kodric. Anybody first team? No, but I think I'll let you go anyway. Buscan. I think you're getting sold next year, mate. Vesga. You can go. Yeah, you can go anywhere, mate. You've got a Spanish nationality now. Vesga should be better, but he's just not living up. Ordonez, Alexis Ordonez. Oh, you're Spanish? Okay, interesting. There was a first team I saw there. First team football, Vancouver. I will reject that one. Go to Whitehawk though. The championship. What's for America? Okay, we'll reject the others. Have you hit 100 billion in transfers spent? Yeah, 100 billion? No. I'm not anywhere near that. I don't spend much money on transfers. I am on 10 billion. I've nearly made 100 billion in sales. I'm on 44. Well, I'm not anywhere near. I'm nearly at 50 billion, but I get basically a 4 times return on players that I buy. Yeah, I've bought 6,755 players though for average. Hold on, we can 10.86 billion. 10.86. Christ, 1, 2. How do you do 8 million? God, how do you do 10.86 billion? 10.86. No, I don't even know. Fuck it. I don't know how many zeros there are for that one. 13 million. There you go. 13 million. That is my record. Right. Oh yeah, 30 million. Wait, is my thingamajig still there? 14 million for Cesades. We accidentally broke it for Cesades. Our highest fee spent, unfortunately. Right, what am I doing? Squad, I'm doing tax. We've got a game today. I'm going to rotate a little bit here. Rubber Dub Dub needs a game. Jambo needs a game, but I'll just start phasing Jambo out, sadly. Yildirim probably should be playing after his last start, but we're actually going to keep Yildirim for the next start, I think. Hoffman, I think you should start a game. Tomic, yeah, let's start Tomic. No, 1.3 millish. That's pretty cheap. That's what I expected. I was gonna say 13 million is probably a bit high. Right. I think that's good. Anyone I want to put on the bench here to bring on? Bruno, Marcellez, Badiane. Oh, we should probably start Elliot as well. Catherine. Oh, I should probably start Leighton as well. I want Leighton starting this game. I don't know, Catherine. Let's put Bruno. Right, let's go. Right, slightly rotated 11, slightly. I don't want to risk anything on the first game of the new year. Jake's just walking about. I don't know what he's doing. Pacing. Right. Okay, opposition instructions. Blah, blah, blah. Let's mark up Paul Starkey. He just won Young Player of the Year, so obviously he's had a good season. Right. Good stuff. Where is the no? They're 8th, 10th at the moment. Okay. Oh, the football started. What's going on with the football? 0-0. Okay. Wow, Barcola starting instead of Douay for PSG. Interesting. Okay, win. Oh, Port Talbot taking the early lead here. Jesus. Dzanovic. Hoffman. Delphin. Sasades. Turns his man tackled. Falls to Klotstra. Espinoza. Lovely ball. Sasades. 18th of the season for him. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Right. Theoretically, on my backups, I should have. Oh, well, that's easy, isn't it? 2-0. Maybe I have the other file somewhere else. Want Villa to win 2-0, win on pens, and get Arsenal Villa final. Jesus, that would be something. My God. I don't want Arsenal to win near a final, man. I want Real Madrid to come back and win 4-0. That would be amazing. Hoffman. I'd love to see it. Who do I even want to win now? I don't even know. I don't even know who I want to win the Champions League anymore. I don't like Barca. I honestly like PSG's young team, but I don't like PSG's owners. So, this would be a shit fun. Yeah, God, it would be, wouldn't it? Hate Arsenal. Don't mind Villa too much, but I don't want other English clubs winning the Champions League, you know. Dortmund, probably I wouldn't mind, but they're not going to win versus Barca, are they? Madrid, I think I don't mind Madrid just because they always win it. You know, it's the Man City problem in the Premier League where I'm like, I'd rather Man City than the rest of them, you know. Sasades on the ball. Well, for 3-0 up, did I miss a goal? No, Othman scored. We're smashing for the no here. Good God. Right. You're right, Jake. He's just pacing around. Oh, he's got a bloody... What's he got in his mouth? He's got a sock or something in his mouth. I was like, what the fuck? His mouth looks weird. I don't mind them, but I don't want, as a supporter of Chelsea, I don't want any other English team win it. You know, just don't want Barca around. Yeah, I get that, Darkgod. I understand. But to me, Real Madrid got to the point where they've won it so many times, it doesn't matter to me. You know, it's just like, oh yeah. And I like Carlo. Although I probably don't want them winning it with Mbappe. So I'd rather them not win it. So there's really no one really left apart from Dortmund. And they're 4-0 down, you know, so... really the evils of evils. Never hear the end of it. of Barca or Real? I don't think no, you do, because they've won it many times, you know? If it was Arsenal or Villa, you wouldn't hear the end of it. PSG, it's one of those ones where, like, out of the teams that are most likely to go through at this point, like, it's Barca, Arsenal, PSG, and... Oh, we got Bayern and Inter. I don't really care if Bayern... I probably want one of Bayern or Inter to win it, actually. Don't mind either of them that much. It's like the lesser evil. Dortmund versus Bayern was a cracking game at the weekend. Was it? Nice. I remember you watching him talking about it. Inter. Klotstra, Espinoza, Sasades, Espinoza. Maybe Inter. Maybe Inter would be the team I don't mind winning it the most. Klotstra, Espinoza, Othman. Do we know what happened? Who faces Arsenal in the semis then when Arsenal go through? Watched about 10. Did you? Damn, man. Fair play. John Wynn, Othman. just all us, isn't it? We're 12 shots on target already. Christ. Only 3-0 though. Klostra, Delphin. Oh my god, hold on. Oh shit, Delphin scored. Sorry, I haven't got my thing up. Alright. Right. Barca aren't guaranteed through, in my opinion. They're 4-0 up, aren't they? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Right. Yeah, I think Barca are through, especially the form they've been on this year. I don't think Dortmund are coming back in that game. Othman heads wide. Right. John Wynn, Leighton, John Wynn, Espinoza. Espinoza, mate, gotta be doing better than that, lad. Klostra, Espinoza, Rubber Dub Dub, Delphin. There's 5-0 before the half. We are cruising in this game. It's nice. It's nice when you actually go relatively full strength against a small team, and you actually go, oh yeah, this is what it would be like if I actually did full team. Like most of the time, I do like secondary teams or mostly secondary teams. But it's wild, like what it is like when you actually go full first team. You know, every game. Right. I don't need to make subs just yet. I will be making early subs, though, for the youngsters to come on and get some game time, which would be nice. That's when we start conceding like 5. Right. Klostra, Rubber Dub Dub, John Wynn. I am in a bit of trouble, though. I am trying to teach my new fullbacks long throws, and no one is learning it. And Klostra's getting very old, and he's our long throw taker at the moment. I'm a bit worried that no one's going to learn it, and I'm like, oh shit. Othman, there you go. That is hat trick? No, it's 2. Everyone's on. We've got 3 braces at the moment. A hat trick of braces. You've finally done braces. Hey, nice. Is the Champions League games on first for you? Have West swap with ABBA. Okay, they've both recovered. While PSG ruthless, but keep a fuck up. Oh shit, what happened? Right, hold on. Who scored? 1-0 PSG. Hakimi. Okay. I mean, to Reddit/soccer to look at this goal. Someone played the Europa League theme at Villa Park. What? Let's mute that first. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's a Villa counter-attack at the moment. But they lose it. And then some of these ones start so far back. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a shocker. Oh, it is a shocker by Martinez. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Right. Let's continue. Oh, let's make subs then. Right. Bruno, you can come on for... Hold on, I'll do it in the actual thing. I'll see what he's like. Turkman, come on for Sasades. Bruno, would you be better there or there? Doesn't really make a difference. Let's put you there. And Blanchard for you. Get all the youngsters out. Good stuff. But yeah, that's what I said. Counter-attack, they'll just get them on the counter because PSG have to Villa have to push forward. You know, oh, there's another goal. Who scored? It's Delphin. Delphin hat-trick. Nice. 7-0, which is cruising. Okay. Stuff. It's early, though. Right. Good stuff. Delphin. Where's Delphin? Yeah, he's attacking mid today. Okay. Good for the boosting the goal difference, though. Jean Sebastian Blanchard, Othman, Delphin, Rizal Turkman, Blanchard, Bruno, Delphin. We're going to have a lot of good young French players coming through, so let's see which ones become good. Oh, Turkman goes close. So we have a bunch of like 16-year-old French players in our squad at the moment that need some game time soon. We'll see which one right, like sort of cream rises to the top, you know. But they've got a highlight here: Salisbury, Pedersen, Salazar, Savage, over to Colwill, Totstra, Espinoza. Unbeaten still in September with my local in all comps. Nice. Been pretty decent there, man. Have you? Is it with your local? Is it all leagues loaded again? Oh, of course. We just can't help ourselves. We can't help ourselves but concede. Vusi Mahoa, former player, gets a goal. We just first shot on target for them. First shot of the game of them. But I guess it gets rid of the clean sheet bonuses, which is the important thing for me. Saves me some money, you know. Pedersen. Keeper's raging. John Elliott went down to 61%. Someone's killed him. Right. Delphin, Othman hat-trick as well. Got 2 hat-tricks, and Sasada's got taken off before he could complete his. He could be pissed. Oh, right. Right, good stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness, Delphin makes it, I guess, his 4th. That's 9-1. Nice. Dortmund. Oh, Garassi. Okay. The comeback is on, according to Dark God. Dark God's comeback might become. We're going to get 10? Oh, yes, we do get 10. Jean Sebastian Blanchard, the newly dubbed Jean Sebastian. Probably his first goal as the new name given by Ard. Was it Ard? Jean Sebastian Blanchard? Just on the side there. Oh, yeah, that's a definite penalty. Right. Oh, they're going to make it 10-2. Oh, good block. Yeah, I don't need to see that many replays of a penalty. Oh, chip from Garassi. Lovely. 600 odd from 227 nations, but only England is playable. Rest of you. Okay. So not super bad. Right. 10-1 though against the no. Nice start to the 23:59 this is. Oh, Christ. Okay. Full time at the Moore Stadium. Good. Delphin at man of the match. Only 9.9. Rubber Dub got 4 assists. Nice. PSG 1. Yeah, I saw that Starship. It was the Hakimi goal. You're behind. You're behind, mate. Right. Right. Good stuff. Rest. I went for a sig. Ah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Jamal Canham. Dortmund 1-0. Signed an amazing Chelsea centre mid on loan. Jamal Canham. I can't say I've heard of Jamal Canham from what I know of the Chelsea youngsters. Been under the radar player. Bruno makes debut. Perfect 10 for the Nethy. Regen. Oh, okay. I was sitting there going, I swear I don't know Jamal Canham. Oh yeah, you are in 2061. Yeah, I forgot about that. I got confused. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is the 20 from 24. Oh, interesting. Ireland. I should. Yeah, exactly. That's okay. I'm not completely thingamajigged to think. I was like, what the fuck? Is the Ashton save? You know. Right, 10 for 10 players. David Johnson isn't wanted. He wants for a transfer. Scott Wilkins. I saw Scott Wilkins there. 30k points to my. Oh, nice. Getting there slowly, mate. Slowly. Where's Spawns? You want him for 5 million? I'll offer him out. No, not wanted. Not wanted. Alf Hook. Right. I don't get those ones. No, I don't get those ones. Right. They bid 5 million. His contract's up soon, but sure, why not? 5 million. White, £29 million bid rejected. I'm keeping Lee White around. Alf. Oh, okay. Alf Hook. I guess. Maybe the way I say it, because I say Alf Hook, you know? Doesn't really sound as good. Heath? Swap first letters of Keith Burton's. Oh, okay. I guess it, yeah. But that one's like it's like you got to swap letters and then it got to sound the same, so it doesn't even fully go. I'll just call him Keith. I'd say beef, not beef. Beef. All right, let's continue. We've got 7 days. Jesus, still Banger City away. So let's continue. We've got some Spacebar Simulator in the middle of January. Mogapodi wants. Oh, he's swapped from fucking Botswana to England. You bastard! No, please, I want you to swap back to fucking Botswana, man. You should have been getting caps for them already. That's such a shame. That's such a shame. I wanted him to be playing fucking for Botswana. That was such a cool nationality, and he's ruined it by going English. God damn, man. Right. Mogapodi, couple of offers, which is good. Get him out on loan. Donya's off to Whitehawk. Biscan off to Nuremberg. Okay. Right. Okay. I guess that one. Yeah. Right. 20 messages left. Takis could see Ardis. The Haverford West. Went 1. Okay, they made a good profit out of it. To be fair, I feel like 20%. Hey, you got 200,000. We got 575,000 for that. That's hilarious. Oh, that's good. I feel like sometimes I just gift some of the smaller native clubs like a good amount of money because I'll sell them a player for like 100k because for some reason the AI is like, oh no, we don't want him, and then I'm like, they're a good player, I know it, and then they play 1 season. It's just like, oh yeah, we sold him for 15 million, Wilkins off to Blythe Spartans. Scott. Unfortunately, never really made it here. We bought him from Pennybont, Aberystwyth for 1.1 million, so not bad at all actually. Get him for 5. Sell him for 5. Right, especially when his high is 13 goals. Right. Goes. Another 5 mil in the bank. Good stuff. We've been flying along tonight. I didn't even realise it was past 9 already. Well, 9 for me. Diaz. City, Ridman, Carmarthen. Okay. Probably get a couple of games in. We won't get to the Premier League Cup final, unfortunately. But, alright. I sniff out danger. Right. I haven't been giving you enough first team football. You can start the next game, mate. Okay. City scout report. Attacking movement. Okay. Oh yes, did you guys see in the Discord that fucking photo I put in of all like the different shot things? They have so many like fucking in this. It was like in multiple supermarkets, all these like comedy shots, and I'm like, oh god, the next drunk stream I've got so many more options. It should be fun. They also, those little tiny shots I used to have. They've got mega ones of the same flavor. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god. It is wild having like sales on alcohol in supermarkets after living in Sweden for 4 years. It's like, oh, you can just walk into any shop and buy alcohol. And it's so cheap as well. It's so nice. Right. Boubane off to AC Milan for the rest of the season. He's a very good striker. Although, one name for women had me laughing. Right. Wait, where's the... Okay, cool. Oh, the kleine Klopfer lady mix. There's like I went like there's multiple supermarkets, so I can go to multiple different places and they have their own section. So I'm gonna be screwed. Gonna be screwed when I finally do a drunk stream. I don't know when I'm gonna plan to do the next one. Gotta be a Saturday. But let's see. What was I gonna do? I was looking at my photos. There was another photo I think I was supposed to put in Discord, but I forgot about it. It was. Oh yes. Hold on. I can put this in the Discord. This was I found this was in our supermarket in the Adeka Jacobi. Hold on, as Kodrich off to Bordeaux on loan. Few interesting championship sides. What's that? You need a fan meet up. Oh god. Maybe. I don't know what we do though. You know, maybe do. I was like, because I'm like, what would we do? Football, five-a-side, go-karting. There's things to do. Go to the pub. Maybe just go to the pub. Go on the piss. However, there are lots of people that don't drink. You know, so it's one of those ones you don't want to be like, oh, everyone's pissed, and then go to a game. True. LAN FM save. Yeah. That's true. Let me put this photo in. So this photo was. I saw this was in the local supermarket, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! This is literally everything I want." Where is it? Oh, but it's so far down. Where's my photo? Wait, did I miss it? Oh, this is camera. Did I miss it? Because that's the camera image. That's that one. Oh, there we go. That's the one I put in. My dream. A Darmstadt game would be cool. That's true. Darmstadt is €15 a ticket, I think, at the moment. That's pretty cheap, so not too bad. Although I feel like it's one of those. It's a tough one because everyone is all over the place. Like I can't expect people to fly to Germany, for a fan meetup. It's normally better when people are in England because most people are in England. Well, I don't know. I feel like us, we're not. Like we've got Scotland, England, Netherlands, Norway. We're all over the place. Those who want to embargo on alcohol can. That's true. 2-0 PSG. Jesus. Yeah, Villa are just not going anywhere, are they? Nuno Mendes. Oh, okay. So it's both fullbacks scoring. Jesus. I think PSG have a real chance of winning it, man. They've unlocked without Thingamajiggy. Let's see this PSG second goal. Right. Bloody hell! It's nearly Villa starting again. Jesus. Them in transition. PSG in transition is scary, man. God. Fucking hell, Mendes, that's a fucking goal and a half, isn't it? Jesus. That Piccolo mini option. Snorri fans are everywhere. They are. A weekend in Europe is surely cheaper than a week in the UK. That's true. That is true. That pick. So it was just the fact they had fucking a blow up like Kinder. I was like, oh my days, they're amazing. Oh, they love their Kinder over here. I do too. So it's perfect mixed. Right, Penny Bump still want white. 39.5 million for him. Right. Excuse me. Lee White sign the next game, I think. Alright. Czechia got real expensive since my last trip, but the booze is really. Me and Chloe went to Czech Republic. Sorry, Czechia. How long ago did we go? We went in my second year at uni. So, God, 6 years ago now, 7 years ago, somewhere like six, maybe six, five, somewhere around that. We loved it. We thought it was really good. The beer was cheap, but I feel like everywhere the beer is expensive. Like we went to Poland last year for our like mini honeymoon, and it was like everyone says like it used to be really cheap, and then it's like everything's expensive now. It's like €7 a beer now. Sorry, in Czech Republic. I thought the whole point was like it has the most pubs per capita, and it's super cheap. Christ. I remember we did the one expensive place we had. Yeah, we went to the my battery's low. Oh no. We went to the pub, which is the one where you pour your own pints, but that's like a chain, so of course we expected that one to be expensive. It used to be 10 zloty a pint in Poland. God, it's not 10 zloty a pint anymore. Hold on, what was it? 10 zloty in euro. 2.33. I think it's like 22 zloty now, so it's like double price. When we went, so it was a bit more expensive, but it was still quite decent. But yeah, Czech Republic was pretty cheap from what I remember. Although it was funny, we got like a bunch of free shots because we went into this little pub to watch the Chelsea game. It was Chelsea in the Europa League. It was that campaign with Sarri, and the owner was a Chelsea fan, and he found out I was a Chelsea supporter, so would like give us free shots and stuff. It was super strong. I remember it was 8 years when I went to Krakow. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it wasn't that cheap anymore. Hold on, let me look at it. We went to, where did we go? Did we go to Krakow, Warsaw? Yeah, we went to Krakow. Hold on, maps. I can probably just find the price here because we went to the Irish pub. I need to find the pubs and then I can. Old Town English Football Club. We went to lots of pubs, to be fair. Menu. Download menu. Oh, it's in Word. Where is the pints? English pints? Evil. Oh, those ones are pretty cheap. An IPA 16. Oh, there's a. Oh, okay, 16 zloty. There's places that do a cheap beer. Yeah, just posted in Discord. Hold on, let me see what's going on. My next purchase, I think, from them. Oh my goodness, soft serve layered with white and milk chocolate Kinder Bueno, white hazelnut. Oh my days, that is amazing. That does look very good. What is that place? Paradise. My goodness. Wow. I remember there was where was it? In Leicester, there was like a dessert place, and it was lethal, man. It was so lethal. Right. We're going to rotate a bit here again. Lee White's going to come in. Espinosa. Who else do I want to be playing in this game? Yildirim. I want Yildirim playing in this game. I can have Danger. Oh, hello. What's going on, Lightning Car? What do I want playing in this one? Steve Bentley, Jambo. I don't know, actually. Let's put Van Dal in. Can you go there? Lee White? Yeah, let's go with that. Right. Who else do I want to be playing? Bruno's got Mathieu, Lacares. Mathieu, maybe. Elliot starts again. Need to find myself a wife and more excuses for a quick trip to Europe. Exactly. Just don't get kids or a dog, because then it's a lot harder to do that. They're a dangerous place to have on Uber Eats. I can imagine. There used to be in Leicester. There was I forgot what it was called, but not Pinchos. I forgot what it was called, but it was this. They did these incredible chicken wraps, and like I normally don't. Like, it was a little expensive. I normally go for this really cheap on takeaways because I'm like, it's takeaways, it's expensive enough already. but it was so good. We get it like every other week, and that's from takeaway. I never used to get takeaway very often. So good. 2-1. Oh bloody hell! The fucking Villa PSG game's kicking off, man. Christ. Who scored for them? Reddit. Refresh. Yuri Tielemans. He's very good, isn't he? Still impressive that Villa got him. That's way over the bar. White. Martial just lost it. Yildirim, White. Oh, we can't score here. Right. Is it just Tielemans going himself? Oh, it's lovely play. Oh, it's lovely play. Oh, it's a big deflection, though. Fair play, though. Comeback is on. Espinoza. Lovely stuff. That's right. Good stuff. I forgot what. Let me look what it is on maps in Leicester. I forgot what the place was called. Or does it have in my? I don't have in my records anymore, do I? Leicester. Take away. It was. There was also in Leicester. There was a place called not Maryland. The Maryland was also a place in Leicester that had awful takeaway food, but you'd always get it after a night out. Only ever eat it drunk. I had it once sober. I was like, good God, this is awful. Pizza Land was also another place that had. It was bad, but also good at the same time. It was the proper level of greasy pizza, you know. Hangover pizza it was just like that perfect, you know. And it's completely out of business now, so sad. That was my uni pizzas. Right, we're 1-0 up here. We should be doing a bit better here, boys. Espinoza. The grease taste when you're hungover. Nah, man, a bit of greasy pizza, man. You need the grease. Love a good fry up when you're hungover, or a bit of a pizza. You know what's actually like I've been really enjoying. I've gone so crazy with pizzas that I'd rather buy a pizza or cook maybe. Takeaway pizza is different, but if you cook a pizza yourself, I will cook a pizza and then put it back in the fridge just to have it reheated, which is really weird. Like, put it back in the microwave and then reheat it, and sometimes it's better to me than being fresh, which is wild. But I think with takeaway pizzas, we have a Pizza Hut here, which is very, very nice. I'm nearly talking myself into getting takeaway, and Chloe will be like, well, she won't stop me. We're trying to, we got to be careful with the money, not being reheated in the air fryer. I haven't tried in the air fryer. What is it like with the air fryer? To be fair, we don't have a microwave at the moment, so Yildirim, mate, come on. We haven't bought one yet. We got 2 air fryers though, so that's good. Rub-a-dub-dub. White. Hey, nice to get him on the score sheet. Oh, that was a double press by accident. Right. Excuse me. Right. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. You can get a nice crisp if you want, or you can get the cheesy. Oh, okay. I'll have to maybe test that out. Creative. Let's go. Vucic. Dub. Extra. Into the second half already. We haven't been great. We haven't been great for being against Bangor City, but Bangor City having a good season, I guess. So probably better than I put the most of the first team. Oh, Galan's on for Bangor City. Interesting. We have the full back 4 as well, which is wild. Rub-a-dub-dub. Espinoza, Sniff Out Danger. Rub-a-dub-dub. bar again. Let's get a third, and I can start making some youngster subs, maybe. This is when we concede, and I'm like, fuck. Ooh, a bit close, lads, a bit close. A bit too close for my liking. Galan. Oh my god, how they don't score? Christ alive. That's a bit wild. White tries, okay. Potstra. All the way back to Elliot. Rub-a-dub-dub. He's been shocking with his free kicks today. The fact that they're getting highlights does worry me slightly, seeing as we've got our full strength 11 at the back, but I don't know. Yildirim, White, Van Dale, White, Yildirim, Espinoza. Great, not great. Elliot. Oh, White's taking that down well, but no one there to support him. Okay. White. We have two finds. We are a bit of a problem. We have too many centre mids that are really good coming through. We have too much talent at the moment. I can't get them all game time enough, which then stunts their development, which is a shame. But let's continue. Right, I should make a sub now, shouldn't I? Who should I bring on? Catherine. Lucic is having a shocker. We can do Lachares. Yeah, why not? Should probably put Tizanovic out there. Can he even go out there? No, he can't go out there. Right, we're taking a risk here, playing a 16-year-old at centre-back when we're only 2-0 up and they've had some good chances. But, you know, life's worth taking the risks for. Another highlight just for the sub here, which is interesting. Vandala? I don't know. Vandale. White. Espinoza. Lovely stuff. That's good. Confirm that. Also, might as well do Lionel Mathieu for Rub-a-dub-dub too. Get all the youngsters on. Bring them on. Where are you from in the UK? I'm from Horsham in West Sussex. If you know Horsham. South of Crawley. Between Brighton and London. There's all the different versions, you know. It's like if talking to non-European, like to Europeans, Southern England, and then it's like between south of London, and then it's between London and Brighton, and then it's West Sussex, and then it's like, do you know Crawley, the football team, and then it's Horsham, you know, because I've met loads of people that just in the UK that don't even know Horsham, you know. Well, I guess it is a relatively small town, you know, it doesn't really have any football team there, which is, I feel like a lot of people know. Anyone outside the UK thinks we go for tea with the Queen? No, that's just Americans. Horsham key player is pretty good for tier 6. Let's have a look. Damon Blair. Horsham might get promoted to the Conference North this year. They're in the playoffs. They're only 2 points off top at the moment. Okay, no, that's not too bad, honestly. I tried that at the right time. You did time that. Potstra. Catherine! Hey! Leandra Catherine. Very good goal. I can't shout his name too loud. He's going to be like, who the fuck is Catherine? Why the fuck are you saying her name? Oh, lovely. Lovely goal. 4-0. Another youngster gets their debut. I don't know. It's not Catherine's debut, actually. Mathieu. White. Blocked by Catherine. Right. Hellemans. Last 10 now. And we're cruising to this one yet again, which is nice. Espinoza with a knock. Ooh, not great. Don't want him getting injured. He's been our starting right mid this year. But we do have Guida that can play there, and got Mendy can play left wing, I guess. Right. Casey on for Hellemans, and this should be at full time. So 4-0 win. Not 10-1, but still decent. Get the players that need some game time. Get some youngsters on. Got a goal for a youngster, which is good. Right. Zanovic, White. Oh, he's tackled. No, he just Gines Jeans Jimenez? I don't know who that was. He was a former youth player though, so. Right, there we go. Full time at 4-0. Really nice. That's the man of the match. Hopefully it's not a long-term injury. Okay, we are 12 clear. Lost first game. No. What happened? which would go above. But I guess I teach you to goal difference actually. Right. Good stuff. Good. Cool. Squad. Oh, Espinoza is not in that 10 there, which does worry me. 3 weeks. That's tough. That's tough. Right. Good. Cool. Okay. Oh, Haverford West County AFC 125th anniversary shirts are now available to be purchased at classic shirts, classic football shirts. Oh, that's interesting. Classic football. Oh, they got classic football shirts as the sponsor. Interesting. 54 euros. Christ. I like the badge though. I like the badge. Took to game 8. That's not bad. Not king. Well, no one goes out with Camilla. Lost 1-0 in the FA Cup. Ah, okay. Who was it to in the FA Cup? Espinosa missing the Premier League Cup final. Oh, I get to see some Uruguayan intake. I haven't. Oh, let's check. Let's check. I don't get to sign. Who can I sign? Can I sign Chileans still? Can't sign Colombians or Ecuadorians because they were in. Jamba keen to discuss future. Yeah, Jamba, you are getting a bit old now. Alright. Oh, no one's come through yet. Okay. Wait a little longer. We should check the transfer list, but I don't think there's much going on in there at the moment. Expiring 6 months. Oh, Bakir, who's he joining? Monaco. Damn, man. I wish I actually got him fully. Missed out on him. You're joining me, at least. Who are you? Worth the most, but transfer list. Literally nobody on the transfer list. 425k is the highest player on the transfer list, highest value. Good God, the transfer list. Well, too bad, it's 23 and older, but and younger, but still, no one available on the transfer list. All right, Riddimuin up next at home. We could probably go full rotation for that game, seeing as they're 11th, but you never know. Careful with these things. Right. Excuse me. Keep going. No. Alright. Good stuff. Half time. Dortmund only 1-0 still. I need a lot more to come back in that game. Right. We only got 10 minutes. I don't know if I can even make it to Riddimuin and play that game for 10. Why is Basel fucking... What's going on there? Pretend you want Cordoba on loan? Oh, you need a work permit. No, I would like to loan you out to Spain, please. Cerro Porteño is Paraguay, isn't it? Only want Guida for 18 million. You're joking. Can I send the Turkish players? I should try and loan you out, actually. See if anybody wants you. Laddie from Spain. Same as Raimundo. Cordova. Yeah, Juan David Cordova wanted by a few players. He's actually looking very good, Juan David Cordova. Those attributes looking very strong. Can I apply for a work permit? Right. Let's go. Or maybe we can get Riddimuin in. We're close. Okay. Cool. Cordoba. Oh, Christ, lots of player teams in for him. But, oh, yes, even a Spanish team. Nice. We'll accept those. Christ, there's a lot of Spanish teams there. It's me. He's very much in demand. Raimundo, not so much. So you will try and go to... Can I send you to Serbia yet? Yes, I can. You won't even get in the first team of things, so you'll go to Loznica. Our second Serbian side. Check that one. And the other guy didn't even get an offer. Denied a work permit, okay. Efimov said to stay. Offers for Sanchez. Off to Loznica you go. Did you ever watch The Accountant with Ben Affleck? No, I did not. I didn't. Why is that? Oh, I've seen the TikToks of The Accountant with Ben Affleck, actually. I've seen little clips of it, of him like, right on the walls. Porto wants Fancy for, to be fair, 14.5 million for a 33-year-old ain't bad. That's not bad value. Still the best goalkeeper in the world. Fancy, I think, goes in the all-time goalkeeper spot, genuinely, in this save. He's been so good. Great film. Number 2 is coming. Is it? Oh, okay. You know what I saw recently? Me and Chloe watched Naked Gun with, what's his name? Leslie. And I saw the fucking Liam Neeson's the star of the next one, which is wild. I think I brought this up before, but it's come out. I didn't even realise it released, which is wild. I still need to watch the other ones. Right. Okay. 16th of Jan. We're getting there. There we go. Match preview. Let's go. Let's get this done then. Right. Who do we want to play? Leighton. Who else do we want in this? Tomic. You want Jambo? Jambo can play at right mid. Good luck. Thank you. Who else do we want to play? Should we put David Johnson up top? Why not? Let's put David Johnson up top. Right. And then let's have a look at the youngsters on the bench. See if there's any new ones that we should try and start. Let's put Carpentier. Let's try. We're trying to get different ones playing, you know. Trying a bit tired. Who are you? Kevin Thomas? Sure. And then it's a D-Bay. We should also put Blanchard off for David Delphin. Zasada's on the bench too. We don't need you. We need a midfielder. Someone like us more in the mud V4. And then put Guido on the bench like that. Right. They can never redo a Leslie Nielsen film like his time was airplane. So yeah, that's true. Right. Ostra's so tired. That's fine. Let's just go with this. Yeah, let's go with this. Right. Thomas gets a date number. Alan Price up top. Oh, it could be so different. Could be so different. I don't think, to be fair, if we went to Riddham and went, I don't think we'd ever see Finetti again. It was just a miracle time that we found Finetti when we did. It was like, the chances of them coming up was so rare. Johnson drives forward. Van Dale. Johnson? Oh, I should have scored. Should have scored early. All right. Extra long throws. The White. Oh, it's the bar. Close. Close. Right. Klotstra. Rubber-dub-dub. I sniff out danger. Klotstra. Rubber-dub-dub. Johnson. Oh, blocked again. I gotta be quiet in 6 minutes because it's quiet time in Germany. Rubber-dub-dub. Oh, over the bar. Okay. Rubber-dub-dub. Oh, lovely goal. His free kicks were not good in the last game, but they were good there. Nice. Right. Still half time. Bloody hell. Okay. Good stuff. Good. Johnson. Hey, 2-0. Lovely. Early couple of goals, and we should now cruise. Well, this is for 5th place here. Oh, he's kicking in his sleep. I didn't even realise he was lying at the front door. Oh my goodness, he's kicking away. Really twitching in his sleep. Sniff out danger, Van Dale. Sniff out danger, Tomic, White. Sniff out danger, Rubber Dub Dub. Johnson, all blocked. I should have started Jean-Sebastian Blancard at the back with Tomic. Oh well. Next then. Bloody hell, he's kicking away. Oh, we scored again. Tizanovic with the goal. Lovely stuff. We are cruising in this one. Should we go key, maybe? No, we can. Yeah, we're fine. Well, we could go key, but if it's 4, 5, we'll see. Lee White's looking tired already. Klotstra. Jambo. I want to see Son go and Rashford come in. Oh, Johnson. I want to see Son go and Rashford come in. For Rashford come in for Spurs. Oh, interesting. Dude, I feel like Rashford is an interesting one. He's been doing better at Villa, but Spurs, lol. I got confused for a second. Dude, how old is Son now? Is he like in his He's like 30. Is he 31? Oh, David Johnson. That's 4. Stuff. Foxtrot to Jambo into Johnson. Lovely touch. Second one sets himself up. 4th one finishes from outside the box. Nice. Long throw. 32 or 33. Wow. How's he been playing this year? Oh my god, Tomic. What a finish. Christ alive. Okay, sure. Right, on to Key then. On to Key highlights. Klotstra into... This is some strike from a centre-back. On the half volley. Lovely. So shit. Oh no. How long is his contract for now? I swear he's going to be with you for a while. Right. I think we're going to do half-time substitutions, you know. Charpentier. Who's looking tired? There's some tired-looking players out here already. Lee White for Charpentier. And Van Dal for Thomas. Tizanovic. I sniff out danger. Fuck it, Tizanovic can go there. I'm going to put Sidibe up top. Yeah, fuck it. 3 now. Oh, just screw it. Oh, thank God that's not us. What time are you streaming tonight? I'm finishing in 2-ish minutes. Well, when this game is over next season. Oh wow. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. Oh, looks like we're going to concede. Oh, Elliot, what a save! What a save! Okay, Tizanovic playing an unfamiliar role in DM. Charpentier. Sniff out danger. Sidibe on for his debut. Sniff out danger. Rubber Dub Dub. I sniff out danger. Charpentier. Oh, Charpentier. I think that's his debut. First ever goal for us, Gaspard. The French youngsters are taking over. Lovely stuff. In about 8 years, France are going to win the World Cup because we got all these youngsters, much like Spain. With like we had 6 players in there starting 11 at one point or something like that. Right. Klotstra, ball in, cleared. Delvis Diaz will get there. Counter attack on maybe for Riddiman, but no, it's 1 back. Leighton, Sidibe. I'll try to play the ball forward. Oh, Sega, Elliot, Klotstra. I was in Spain when they won the 08 Euros. Oh, wow. I can imagine, man. It must be something. Sidibe. It was just frustrating. I was in the fucking Netherlands when the World Cup that they weren't in. I was pissed, man. Oh, so close. Jambo. Okay, back to Tizanovic. Klotstra. Jambo. Cleared. Klotstra, Jambo, Rubber Dub Dub, and there we go, 7-0. Absolutely running riot, here we are. Right, got to be quiet now because it's quiet time, 10 o'clock, you know. Ball in, Rubber Dub Dub is the first one there, and we are cruising it. This is on key highlights, by the way. Thank God I switched to key, because good God, there's so many highlights, even with key. Sega Balaye, Roos, maybe they're going to get their goal here. No, Leighton intercepts. Back to Elliot. Tomic. Oh, Tomic, that's a poor mistake, lad. Never mind. Elliot's up to the task. It was a poor shot in the end, to be fair. Sadiba, okay. Thomas. Oh, Thomas, okay. Oh, Tomic. Charpentier. Thomas. Tomic. Nice enough out danger. Charpentier. Sadiba. Oh my God. Sadiba. Diakaridia. Sadiba. First ever start for us. First ever goal. Not start. First ever appearance for us. Both Charpentier and Sadiba with the goals on their debuts. Now we just need Thomas from a set piece, from a corner. Kevin. Rubber dub. 8-0. Oh, Sega is through. Sega's through. It misses completely. Former player of ours, Sega. Don't remember, but sure. Kotstra, ball in. Sadiba. Oh, I thought it was. I should have put Thomas there. I thought it was Thomas. Tomic scores to make it 9. Hold on, let's switch him over. Hopefully we get one more set piece and he can finish it. 2 minutes later. Ah, so close. Charpentier tackled 9-0 to finish things off. What could have been for Redeem a win, but not to be. But a nice win there, 9-0. And we've done very well. Bar 1 draw with Lido away from home. We've had a good stream today. Just pretty relaxing, honestly. So, let's see. Yeah, pretty decent. Won the Club World Cup, 6-1, 1-1, 6-2, 10-1, 4-0, 9-0. So, we will be back next time for the end of the season on Thursday. So, hopefully, we're doing well by then. And otherwise, I will see all of you guys next time. I hope you have a good evening. I hope you have a good rest of your midweek. And I'll see you again later, someone else. So, have a good one, everybody. Goodbye.